I gave them to you, bro.
Oh.
You have them on the side there.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome back to the Options Like Podcast, episode number 134.
134. Yeah.
134. Okay, nice. We're up there. We're legit now, I think.
I think so.
We've been legit.
I think so. This episode of the podcast.
I think statistically, like most podcasts, like last 7 episodes.
If that. They do one.
And they're like, oh, this sucks.
Nah. Nobody's listening. What do you mean? I got to work.
Yeah.
I got to work to get the
We
views
could balance
up.
it, though. It's pretty fun, though. I mean, balancing life and work and making time for the podcast, which is good, though, because I honestly thought, like, this whole month I'd be, like, getting out super late.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the last 2 weeks I've been clocking out by, like, earlier, before 6:30. So I'm like, okay.
It's not bad.
I'll take that. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some drivers who are like, damn, I wish I had my overtime right now. But me, I'm like, I'm fine.
I still see a lot of drivers around here. Like if I'm going to the store or something, like 7, 8 o'clock at night, I still see UPS driving around or FedEx driving around. Like Jesus, they out there.
Speaking of other drivers, I was making delivery and this one dude just like waved me down. He was like in one of those transit vans, you know, and like in like civilian clothing, so not a uniform. So I don't know who he was working for.
Mm-hmm.
He's making a delivery. He kind of waved me down. I was like, okay, well, maybe he just needs help, like identifying the number for the house or something, or what street this is. Like, yeah, sure. So I'll get next to him. He goes, you have any drivers that need work right now? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, oh, he's asking for a driving job. Yeah, go to upsjobs.com. I guess like, oh, maybe he doesn't like where he's at.
Right.
And he's like, no. I'm looking for a driver. Do you know anybody that wants work so I could put them on this route? And I'm like, no. And I drove off.
Working.
And then I'm thinking, I'm like, why would I send anybody that I know to a complete stranger
Right.
to work for somebody?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get
That's
you.
like so odd. I just like think I was like, this is the oddest question you can ask somebody. Come work for me. I don't know who you don't know who I am.
Right.
But come send someone my way. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, like never. Yeah, I was just like,
What I get all the time is like I get a customer that's I get a customer's customer that sees me like at a small account, right? They just see me at like a small 1 bag account or whatever, and then so like I'll do it, and then they're like, oh, that's all you do?
oh, like it's super easy. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh, I could do that.
Oh, okay.
I could do that.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
Huh.
Yeah. No.
I could do that.
Yeah, whatever. I'm like, yeah. Just go to that website right there and
Try out.
fill it out.
Let me know how it goes. Yeah, I'll see you at the warehouse.
Yeah. Did you give me a recommendation? No,
Not at all.
Not at all. Never. Nah. No.
For real, some people think what we do is like super easy. Like it's, I mean, we've done it for a while that we know what we're doing,
Right.
so it's easy for us. But no, there's a learning curve to it. Just memorizing stops and where to go and just managing. It's a lot of time management. It's a lot of mental job.
Route life.
Yeah.
Santa ain't got shit on us, bro. That's all I'm saying. He's got the ultimate route.
Who does?
Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Santa with the ultimate route
Well,
around the world.
He only does New World stuff where they believe in him. None of that old world shit.
None of that old world stuff.
Oh, fuck the plebs. Guys, this is a podcast where me and Ruben, we get together on Friday nights. We talk about video games, what's going on. We talk shit about the Game Awards.
Definitely. Definitely going to happen. That's definitely happening.
World premiere. Like, take a shot. Every time you hear that.
Bro, you would have been lit by like 20 minutes in.
Then they go through the whole phase where they're just burning through categories. Like, best what you call it. Like, he's just rattling stuff. I'm like, damn, really? Good job, guys.
Best fighting game was an afterthought category.
Yeah, like best accessibility, best fighting game, best soundtrack. I'm like,
Oh, they don't get speeches? Okay,
yeah.
cool. They're not important?
Not even in there.
They're not even important? Cool,
Like, okay,
cool.
Yeah, not too
But
bad.
content creator, they get a speech. Wrap it up, though, B.
What was the content creator?
Dream.
I don't know. I don't know who.
I don't even know who it
is.
is. Yeah, I don't even know who that is. It wasn't the Options Like podcast. Maybe one day we'll be at the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, but how much am I getting? Yeah. What's my cut out of this?
What's the cut, bro?
Yeah,
What's the cut?
Because I ain't gonna.
I gotta fly somewhere. Microsoft building.
Did you see the best voice actor was the lady who did Lady Dimitrescu from
Resident Evil 8.
Resident Evil 8? She looks just like Lady Dimitrescu.
Except not 10 feet tall.
No, she was huge.
Oh,
she's huge and just had her dress, had her rack just everywhere. I was just like,
I didn't see all that.
dude, yeah, look her up, dude. I was just like, that's Lady Dimitrescu.
That
In
really
real
is
life?
her.
Yeah.
That's her. Oh my god.
Like, Jesus Christ, she's huge. She was on Amazon.
No.
But yeah, we start off every episode with how was your week? What'd you do, Ruben?
Work, except for today.
So
Tomorrow,
you did, okay.
Sunday.
So you kind of worked.
Nah, work went well. No issues there.
Good.
Went smooth.
Got your new truck yet?
No, I'm supposed to have it Monday.
Oh,
supposed to be in yesterday or
nice.
today or something like that. That's what they
She
said
didn't
anyway,
work.
but who knows?
Yeah,
I'm not worried about it at this point.
that's fine.
Yeah, so work went well, no issues. Like yesterday though, I kind of felt out of it, like I just didn't want to work, so I kind of just took my time.
Okay.
I still got home by like 5 o'clock, but I was just, I was
bad.
dragging the ass a little bit. But other than that, it was okay. Nothing too crazy on that side of it. Not that I can think of anyway. I wasn't short a bunch of products. We've been getting a bunch of products in, so it's just been heavier.
Yeah, it's only 4 days of work. Like, how bad can it be?
It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough.
I could do your job.
Wednesday, Thursday. Okay.
I could do your job.
Go find out. Go find out. We'll let you do that. I'll let you get on there.
You hire me?
We'll bring you on a ride along. We'll bring you on a ride along. I got to do a ride along first now. I got I had suggested like a few months ago because I got tired of training new people all the time because they would quit. After I was like,
Of
they need to
course.
do a ride along first to see
Yeah.
if they even want
You have to get hand.
to see what. Yeah. So we've got them doing ride alongs now. They got to sign like a waiver and stuff. But
Ooh.
anyway, work went well. I completed Bloodborne this week, which was mad funs.
Yeah, you did any of the chalices?
No, I didn't do any challenges. No,
So,
I just completed this. I completed the game.
Completed
Got it.
asterisks.
I completed the game.
Asterisks. Me and Jacko.
Completed the game.
Me and Jacko will both agree.
Hey, credits rolled, bro. Credits rolled. And I didn't even have to do the last fight, apparently. I could have just went like, okay, I submit, and then credits roll. And I'm like, okay, game's complete. Got it. I could have done that. I could have taken the easy road out, but I beat him, and I beat the moon.
You're near Automata.
Yeah.
Exit.
Oh, well, that's... got killed once. Credits roll. Check mark. Credits rolled, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Nah, I liked the game a lot. It was really fun.
Wasn't it?
Yeah. And then I immediately turned around and said, I'm a masochist, so I'm going to start playing
Why would you?
Sekiro.
Why would you do that?
Sekiro, where dodging is not important at all, and you need to parry every single. It's a rhythm game. And I did today. What did I get up to? I got to Genichiro, and I got him into. I beat him in his regular form, and then he went all lightning on me, and then now I got to learn that fight. So I went out, and then I started beating mini bosses. So I beat this like purple black ninja that kicks you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I beat that dude, and then I just beat before you showed up.
Drunkard?
Huh?
You beat the drunkard?
The drunkard?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Jinzuaku or whatever his name is. It was over in that dream state.
No, I didn't beat him yet. I haven't gone back to him, but I did beat. I'm doing mini bosses, so I did
Get the prayer beads.
one-eyed snake.
Oh yeah.
One-eyed snake in the little poison area. I cheesed the shit out of him. I went behind him, I backstabbed him, and then he was trying to chase me down. So I went up on top of this ledge somewhere, and I just waited. And he stood in the poison, and the poison went all
Which snake
the way
boss?
down. He's in a poison, like a poison river. It's called One-Eyed. His name is One-Eyed Snake.
Oh
her
yeah,
name.
yeah. I'm talking about anything.
And then, but that person is surrounded by like a bunch of people with guns, which is super annoying in the fight. Anyway, so I just let the mini boss, stand in the poison and kill himself, and he went all the way down to one. I went over there and stabbed him again. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I went to the next area, and I was like, I want to play Tails.
I forgot which serpent. It was one of the serpent bosses or serpent humanoid ones where you gotta jump, and get to them, and they will parry the I mean, they hit you pretty hard, and they'll grab you. But the way to beat them is using the poison dagger.
Give him a couple stabs.
Yeah,
stabs.
Yeah, that one, the Sabumaru.
I haven't gotten to that part yet.
Okay, yeah, you'll know when you get there. You're like,
but I'm gonna go back into the dream state and do that, and then do a couple of other things before I go back to Genichiro. So
what do you think about the game?
Sekiro?
Yeah,
It's good. Good the first time around too, but it's hard learning.
Go on. Oh, how about like after like coming right off the bat from Bloodborne?
Oh,
I mean, you could tell there's nuances between those two games.
Yeah.
When someone says, "Oh, there's all Souls games, they're all the same," like, well, there's some generals. Some general things.
Who the heck?
Damn, so rude. Who puts their thing on during podcast? It's the Bills.
Can't talk right now.
Who leaves it on during a podcast?
It's trying to go through my phone, which is what it's trying to do.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all good. Keep going.
It's okay.
No,
I was asking you.
Oh, what was the question? I'm sorry.
No, your thoughts and differences. Oh, wait. Hold on, guys.
No, you're fine. Keep going. Alice knows I'm doing the podcast. She decides to call.
She wants to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
She loves you.
She knows what I'm doing.
There's nothing bad about that.
She knows what I'm doing. Who's that bitch you're with?
That's Rick.
That's Rick.
I know that bitch. I know that bitch. I know that phone
motherfucker.
bitch. I know that phone bitch.
Anyway, yeah, but there's very different nuances to, what's going on in like the combat style of the game, and then like the fact that you can jump and dodge and parry.
Yeah,
and
that's one thing that I noticed about Sekiro. Just getting out at the gate, that it's very vertical. I mean, just there's a jump button. Like what?
yeah,
and jump, wall climbing, and wall slinging. Compared to like other Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, where it's like you might run and do a little hop and a roll, and that's about it.
That's it.
Know?
And it depends on the amount of armor that you're wearing.
Yeah, for sure.
Then you have like the slow fat roll. They call it the fat roll, and then you have the regular roll, and then the quick roll. Yeah. And then Bloodborne had something of a jump where like you would be sprinting, and then like you would be sprinting, and then you would press the circle button again, and then he would jump and then do a roll. And I would always not want to do that. I would just want to like,
because it never felt good doing it.
No, it feels like it's so long.
You felt like there's a delay to it, or it just doesn't. Like, oh man, whatever this is, like, I'm glad the game doesn't have much of that, because it just did not feel like fully utilized or developed. And just like, okay, sure, maybe to get like a little shortcut or a hidden item, right? Nothing that you need. Like, I'm just glad it didn't have platforming like it does like in Sekiro, where you actually have to like be jumping to things or reaching to other areas.
Yeah, the one thing that drives me nuts about Sekiro is the ledge grab. Like, you have to press a button to ledge grab. Like, what is this? Is this fucking PlayStation 1 Lara Croft Tomb Raider days, or are we playing in 2020? What are we doing?
It was from the same guys who were working on Tenchu way back in the day.
Yeah, so it's super annoying. And then sometimes I've been having trouble with the ledges again, because I had trouble with it before. Like, I forget to press the button when I'm platforming, and I'm like, oh yeah, fuck, and then I'd fall down, or then like I did actually ledge grab, and I'm trying to jump over this ledge, so I go for the jump, and then it falls down. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing
another
this
thing too, like that I did like about Sekiro, just watching your stream, is just like you're parrying, like you're trying to learn the formations, and then they kind of throw your curveball, like you kind of faint, and like, oh shit, instead of him going for the thrust attack, he'll go for the sweep, or like, and you're expecting the thrust, but here comes the sweep, like, oh fuck, and then you gotta eat all that damage, and I get back in the game,
reset.
Oh yeah, or like you're just trying to like make all these attempts on a boss, and it's just a bad start, and you lose a stock already. Like, I'm just gonna die right now.
Yeah, just restart. I know where I should be right now.
I used too many gourds already. Just let's go do it again.
Do it again. But yeah, so I'm having fun doing that, and then also like today, since I had the time, I picked up I reinstalled Halo, and I was picking that up again.
That came out Wednesday, right?
It came out on Wednesday. Yeah. I decided to play on Legendary, which is the hardest difficulty, because once again I'm a masochist now all of a sudden, and I just want to die a lot. So yeah, I picked that up and started playing, and it's pretty freaking good, man. Like, I am not mad at the game at all, especially in the campaign. It's pretty freaking solid for a open world.
Everything's open world. Everything's open world,
right?
That's what they gotta please to the masses. Open world, everything.
I don't think it needs to be open world, but it does come with its drawbacks. Like, this game would be perfect in co-op, but that's not coming out
how's the gameplay
until March. Gameplay's great.
The gunplay's
great.
Manipulating,
great.
Shooting,
it's all fun.
Feels good.
All that feels really good.
Numbers?
No numbers.
I love that.
No numbers.
I love seeing numbers.
You like seeing the numbers go up?
Yeah, that's why when I first saw Genshin Impact, I'm like, dude, I'm gonna play this game. This is so fun. It's colorful. It's open world. I get to do whatever I want. Do some action adventure.
Yeah.
I see numbers when you crit, and you can like put like different like elemental buffs and debuffs on them, and you can switch party members. Cool. Yeah, it's a free to play gacha game. I'm like, big nope. I'm out.
I did the 180.
I did the Bugs Bunny. No.
Yeah.
I'm out. Done. And people still play and they love it, but I'm just like,
it won. What is
best
it?
ongoing game?
Ongoing game. Yeah.
New World didn't get it.
Was it even in there? Did it even make any categories?
I don't know. Mikhail asked me that. Like, did New World get any categories? Like, I don't know. But they're working on Amazon's working on the other one, Lost Ark.
I don't think
their action RPG one.
That's not an Amazon game.
It says Amazon Games on what
they're publishing it. It's been out in South Korea
maybe.
For
okay,
2 years
maybe
now.
You're right. Guys, look it up for us, please.
Yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, because I've been looking forward to Lost Ark for like 2 to 3 years. I remember when it got announced and I was watching it. I was like, "Holy shit, I want to play that game!" But the only way to do it is to.
It is free to play.
You have to have a South Korean email address and all that stuff at the time, and then they were like, "Oh, we got the North American version coming out." So maybe Amazon did set that up and facilitate like the translations and stuff. But the game's been made. It's been out for a long time.
Okay, I thought it was just gonna be an Amazon published
I'm
developed game.
Definitely playing that one. That one's gonna be fun as shit. I can't wait, dude. I need a good current like
Diablo Resurrection.
Diablo.
There you go.
It's not good.
It's not good.
It's
not a good game. Did you play it?
I did. Yeah, I played it for a solid hour, and I was like,
1 hour.
I kept on getting kicked out every time I wanted to play.
Can't you play by yourself?
Playing by myself, it would kick me out of the server for whatever reason, and I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I'm done playing this game. I stopped playing
servers for what? Just play by yourself?
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. Done. Once it kicks me out, and it became too much of a hurdle for me to cross over to like play the fucking game, and like, I was out. I was done.
I don't know. I mean, you gave Forza a second chance or fifth chance.
Forza I could actually play without getting
maybe now
kicked
you can.
Out. Maybe now. Maybe. I got other things to play though. I got Sekiro, bro. So I played a lot of Halo today, specifically doing a lot of stuff with the campaign on Legendary mode. I found a skull, which is apparently super like rare, and it took me like it was a hard.
So what is it, like a token you trade in for something, or just like a trophy?
Skulls in Halo are basically like modifiers to the game that can make it harder.
Okay.
So one of them is like, enemies throw more grenades, or you have no HUD, or you don't have a map or a mini map or whatever, or you don't have or they can only die by like headshots or some shit like it. It just makes the game harder.
Okay.
Or they could make it.
What's the one you got?
Super silly. The one that I got was something stupid. It's I would have been your daddy skull.
Nice.
And basically what that does is it just changes combat dialogue. So they'll do lines that they recorded like on the like B-side lines, and they'll replace the regular lines that you would normally hear with like those lines. So like all the Marines talk and all the elites talk and all the grunts and everybody talk, right? But they only say a certain amount of things. I would have been your daddy changes that up a little bit. And it changes up the conversations that they have with themselves. It's nothing crazy. It doesn't do anything. Like it's one of the like they have like a primary set of skulls that makes like the game harder, and then there's like another set of skulls that does absolutely nothing but just change the gameplay a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got one of the ones that did nothing, but it was on top of this really tall tower that I just happened to get up on top of. Like luckily, I don't know how the fuck I did.
Maybe you could find elements achievement.
The one that I got, it was an achievement. I was like, oh, okay, cool, nice. It popped up. It's doing this weird thing whenever I get achievements in that game for some reason. Like I'm playing, and then the screen will shrink, and then the achievement will pop up, and then as soon as the achievement goes away, the screen like goes back, and I'm like, that's annoying.
Shut the shit off.
I thought I did turn it off, but it still keeps popping up with achievements. So yeah, I played a little bit of that. I did like 3 or 4 story missions, followed with a lot of side content, which is just basically like killing a high value target, or like getting a new fast travel point. It's basically like Far Cry but better. Essentially, it's just like that.
Better than the latest Far Cry.
Yeah, it's pretty
Far
good.
Cry 6.
Yeah, it's way better.
But they had Giancarlo Esposito on there.
Tell me about how he won the best character in a video game this year too.
Did he?
No, it was Lady. What is it?
Lady Dimitrescu.
Dimitrescu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least that's how the Duke pronounces it, Lady Dimitrescu.
I haven't played the game, so
I like. Did you finish? Did you play 7?
I played 7. I haven't finished.
How much you play of it?
Not much.
Okay, so
I gotta go back.
So you didn't play. You just kind of.
I lost my arm. I did my toe in it.
You didn't play the game. You did the intro.
I've touched it a little bit, but I haven't.
Yeah, you should.
I haven't gone. I haven't. We haven't gone to bed yet, but we're like working our way through over there.
Yeah, you should play 7. I really genuinely do. And it's on
my list.
It's on the collection. So yeah, hopefully during your backlog of 2021,
it's in the collection. It's in Game Pass. I own a copy of it, so I mean, I'm gonna find a way to play it eventually.
Yeah, because like I said, I haven't played Resident Evil in years, and I just decided, well, I got interested for 8, and I knew 7, and I knew Mikhail had a copy of 7, so I was like, I played it, and I was like, I was thoroughly enjoyed, and like, thoroughly pleased with that game.
50% off right now, I think.
Bro, yeah, I think there's a Capcom sale going on right now on Steam.
It's a Game of the Year awards,
or that too. Yeah.
So yeah, I played. What did I say? Bloodborne, Sekiro, because that's how we say it in Texas.
Sekiro.
Bloodborne, Sekiro, Halo,
Tales.
and I was playing Tales of what's it called? Tales of Vesperia.
Arise.
Arise. Thank you.
Wow,
Fucking
you literally
tripping.
just played the game.
Tripping. Played a lot of games this week, dude.
You did.
But yeah, I was playing that a little bit.
What'd you think of your first couple impressions of it?
It's pretty good so far. I'm having an issue where like in combat the game stutters, and I'm trying to figure that out. That's what I was trying to figure out before you showed up. I'm like looking stuff
Console
up in
or
the forum.
PC?
PC.
Oh.
But I'm not sure why it's doing it. But it's super annoying. Like
Hmm.
I'm going in to do an attack, and it'll just kind of.
Your 1080 ain't enough, bro.
It's not a
3080?
1080, bro. It's 2080 super.
Oh, it's
It's a super, bro. It's fine. But I'm not sure. But Halo is playing fine. Sekiro is playing fine. You know, everything else is fine. It's just that for whatever reason, like, and Tails plays great up until
the combat.
combat, and then it starts bogging itself down. Like, what the
Is
fuck's
it like
going
when
on?
combat starts, like the entry into combat, or like when you start doing like
just
special
in
moves?
general in combat, it's just happening. So, trying to figure that out. But mainly I'm focused on Sekiro right now. I don't know. I haven't decided what else I want to do after that because I plan on beating that one by the end of the year. Sekiro, at least. Trying to get it done by the end of the year. I'll get it, dude. I don't know why you're laughing.
I'm just saying there's a lot to
Alright,
do,
it took
and
me
it's,
like
and you
took
got
me like
2 weeks.
4 days to beat Bloodborne. Like, wasn't that bad. Like I played it for like a solid 25 hours.
Bloodborne. Sekiro's a little bit more difficult.
Yes, it is.
A bit more difficult.
Little
Just a
bit more.
biscuit more difficult.
Just a little bit more.
Yeah.
The combat for sure, especially the boss fight. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of mini bosses. Holy shit, a lot of them.
For
so.
sure. Yeah, I like the part where like you're just like do like a hard parry, and like Sekiro gets knocked back, and he just like uses his sword to anchor himself. Like
Mhm.
every time I see that, I'm like,
The game's really good, man.
it just
It makes me look
the sound
forward to it.
effects are awesome when you parry in the right time and you get in there and you do the freaking execution. That boom, you
Yeah.
know, just like the visceral sounds from Bloodborne. Just like they really did a good job with this game.
Yes, they did. That's why it was Game of the Year 2019, baby.
Yeah,
2019,
yeah, it was
2019.
up against Death Stranding, Red Dead Redemption, and what else? Red Dead Redemption and Death Stranding for sure. Those were the. Everybody's like, this could be one of those. Nope, Sekiro got it.
Sekiro.
The
baby.
most anticipated game, Elden Ring.
baby.
I was
That's
like,
where we're at,
what,
dude.
what kind
I
of
was
award is that?
surprised. I
What
was
kind of award is
surprised.
that? Like, that's totally just we need to make up awards. Like, okay, most anticipated. I don't know.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it would have been something else, but I was like, okay, that's popular enough.
And then his little pot friend shows up, and here's another trailer. Like, it's just a little cinematic. Okay, cool.
So they had so first of all, they knew who was gonna win, or they chose who was gonna win, so they could have the fucking pot there.
They had to,
deliver,
right?
Right. Okay. Good job, Jeff Keighley. Good job.
So surprised. There was like one cringe
oh my
moment.
god, we got to.
There was one cringe moment that I was just like, oh god.
There was only one.
That I just thought off the top of my head. I was just
okay.
like, oh. It was when they had they were about to announce Suicide Squad,
Mhm.
and they had Deborah Wilson playing as Amanda Waller show up, and
Okay.
like kind of like be in character and talks to the screen about Suicide Squad, and then like walks off the screen and off the stage. I'm just like,
About that.
why they do that? Why'd you guys do that? Like, what do you think this is? What do you think your audience is? Like 13-year-old kids watching,
Yeah.
watching DC on Ice or something.
Yeah. That's exactly who it was.
It's just like, what? Okay. And then they showed the actual gameplay of Suicide Squad. I'm like, damn, I was kind of expecting more kind of like hand-to-hand combat, kind of
Right.
like Arkham City and stuff like that. But it just looked like everybody was just going, it was like you were just bouncing around between characters and everybody was shooting. I'm like, I mean, you saw Harley Quinn swing her bat and throw bombs here and there, but I'm like, okay, this is what I'm getting for.
Anyway, we'll get to the
Yeah.
Game Awards later.
I'm just
And then as far as like shit that I watched this week, it wasn't anything crazy. Sunday I plan on watching Sunday I plan on watching F1 because it's the last race of the season.
Where they're racing at?
They're racing in Abu Dhabi. Last race of the
Got
season.
the oil money.
And the top two guys are tied. So whoever gets
Who are
the
the top
higher
two guys?
place, Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen,
Which teams are they on?
Mercedes and Red Bull.
Oh,
So whoever wins or whoever gets a higher place in the race wins. If they both do not finish, it's still tied. I don't know how they break that. I've never seen that happen before. Lewis is going for his world record breaking like 8th world championship or some crazy shit like that. And then Max is going for like his first.
Okay.
So I hope Max wins. I hope Lewis wins at the same time. Like I
And what
love
time
both
is
of
that?
them. Those are pretty. 7 a.m. Sunday morning.
Okay. It's like what, like
No,
3 o'clock at their time?
it's late. It's like 10. It's a night race too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. And then I got the new 007 movie. What's that one called? I forget the No Time to Die or something
Probably,
like that.
yeah.
Some crazy shit. Whatever it's called. I got that one I want to watch. I picked up.
I heard that one didn't do so good in the box office.
Yeah.
They try to be too woke.
I don't know. I want to check it out though because I like the Daniel Craig as James Bond. So I'll plan on watching that. And I also picked up The Last Duel with who was it? Matt Damon and
Leonardo DiCaprio?
no, it's Matt Damon and what's his the really ugly guy who played in the new Star Wars movie, Adam Driver. That's what his name is.
With the big nose.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. It's both of them.
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, thank you. So I'm gonna probably watch those while I'm.
What was
like,
that? What's the
gaming.
duel about? That sounds familiar.
The Last Duel? I don't know. I just picked it up just because I wanted to check it out.
On Blu-ray?
Yeah, like Redbox, whatever.
Oh, okay. I was like, did you buy them? Like,
No, I didn't buy
It's,
them.
like this, it's 2021, bro.
We don't buy things.
Yeah, you don't buy. Nobody
We don't buy
Blu-rays.
things. We rent.
Yeah.
We rent. Everything's rented anyway. But like other than that, Arrested Development I was watching just because I wanted a little laugh here and there. Invasion, I completed the last episode of the season. And then I really didn't pick up too much. I was getting home late and I was doing a lot of streaming this week, so a lot of Bloodborne.
Well, the Bloodborne, you finished it by like Saturday, right? Sunday morning?
It was like Sunday, but then I was doing Sekiro and some other. Hello, hi.
No consent.
How's it going?
No consent.
No consent, dude. So doing all that stuff. Like I was doing a lot of streaming pretty much every night, except for your breath is stank, girl.
Ugh.
Except for yesterday I didn't stream. So like other than that, like I was streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I didn't I was getting off later than I normally do, and just watch. I mean, I was playing games, and then that was about it. So
when you can get back to Tales of Rise?
I was playing just before you walked in the door.
I don't know when you getting back to it though.
Probably as soon as you walk out the door. See if I could fix the
Graphics thingy.
the stuttering or whatever.
Yeah.
Other than that, did yoga a lot because last week I ended up injuring my back.
Oh yeah. How'd that turn out?
I'm fine now, but I'm still just trying to like stay loose and limber and all that stuff. So
Sure,
I
you don't want to
really,
aggravate it again.
I wasn't doing any back work. So I just did a lot of yoga.
Good. Stretching is good.
On Monday and Wednesday. I'm supposed to do it today, but I kind of forgot.
I made sure to squeeze in an exercise before I left the house. So like just
Kinda
do
forgot.
work fast, recover fast. You're like, okay, that's the 20 minutes of work
Yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna cut the grass. And then we got UFC.
in your shorts.
Huh?
I said, you cut the grass in your shorts
Yeah.
because it's so mild out here
It's
in Texas.
fucking hot, dude.
It's not hot. It's mild.
It was 90 degrees today.
Where?
It was 90 degrees.
Where?
I don't know. Everywhere.
Where
Isn't
was
that
it
what
90
said on my phone?
degrees?
I don't know. My phone's over.
Yeah, like
I
that's
don't
bro
know.
numbers.
You know what? I didn't even go outside today,
I know.
bro.
That's
Did you go
bro
to work?
numbers.
Did you go to work?
Yeah.
Did you go to work?
I gotta keep. Yeah, I worked. I gotta keep you anchored.
What was it? 85?
Maybe like
Felt
80.
like.
Maybe like 80.
Felt like. What is Houston
80.
felt like with
Like
humidity?
80. It was
Like 80. It was gloomy as fuck.
Nah.
Nah.
It was gloomy, but it wasn't 90.
I was looking outside. I was like,
It wasn't 90.
I opened the door to let Phoebe out.
I know
and
90. That's not 90.
I opened the door to let Phoebe out, and it was like Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Like the heat wave hit me, and I like melted. That's how hot it was outside.
Yeah, it
dude.
was like when you start seeing all the concrete sweat. You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah.
it's like cold night, but then the day starts to warm up. It's just like everything that's concrete, like your garage floor, just sweats.
Yeah, it's like
That's a nasty feeling.
Yeah, you walk outside and you feel it. Like you get out of the shower and it's just like, ugh.
I should just
You're
stayed in
already
here.
sweating.
I should just stayed in here.
Can we just live in pools? But that's about the gist of my week, dude. Nothing crazy. It was pretty chill. So yeah. How about you? How was your week?
Work was fine. Cause I've been clocking out at a decent time. What I do? What I watch? I've been watching JoJo's Stone Ocean. I've been enjoying that one with
Is that like
Jolene Cujo. She's gonna be my new waifu.
Well, who was your original waifu?
Like Bulma,
Oh, okay.
but MILF Bulma.
Milf Bulma?
Yeah.
Couple kids, yeah.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah. Well, now that she has a career and she's responsible,
Oh, okay.
I like that.
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
She has yeah.
All right.
Financially stable. That's what I'm after.
Financially stable.
Yeah.
All right. So now it's gonna be who?
Jolene Cujo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, she's just because I like JoJo's, and that's like the first female one.
Okay.
Yeah. Besides that, watching JoJo's. What I play? Street Fighter. I've been playing Luke.
Yeah. Why?
Dude. Okay, so I like Luke. He has like these layers to him because like he has all these awesome stuff, really good stuff. But your timing has to be impeccable to get the, these awesome wall bounce combos. And I like it. I don't have it down yet, but I'm enjoying it. And so I just dropped Nakali, picked up Luke, and I just got back into the rank matches. And I was at gold with Nakali, but I keep losing and losing and losing and losing. I think at the end of the like near the end of that stream Monday, like the disembodied female voice was like, "You are now 2 wins, 30 losses with Luke." I'm like,
thanks.
It's fine. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. But fuck it, I don't care. I'm losing imaginary league points. What happens, you know? So I just kept playing Luke, and I'm having fun with him. There's a way to get around the timing thing where like his V skill 1, if you could actually like land it, all your flash punches, your flash knuckles are, you'll get the charged version of it. So it's not like you have to charge it yourself. So you could get around it. But of course, if you can charge it yourself, it's better for sure, because that's where my buddy Ninja Panic was telling me his power lies on being able to charge his flash knuckle during the middle of a combo sequence. So I was like, okay, so I'm learning that and just learning some basic combo strings, crouching light punch, medium, heavy punch, or when I did a crush counter, how to follow, just things you have to know playing fighting games. Well, not just the basics. For him, we're learning the basics for sure, and knowing what your combo routes are and where to go. Oh, I'm in this situation. What can I do now? I got a crush counter. This is what I should do. I got to jump in. Okay. I got to throw. What can I do? Not do. Just like stuff like that. Just things that I love about fighting games where you're always on. You have to be thinking on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been playing a lot of Luke. I did that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I did stuff for the podcast. I didn't find shit. And then Thursday I streamed the special events for the
you did your fucking reaction videos, bro.
No, there's not.
Shame on you.
It wasn't
shame on you.
It wasn't
shame on you.
It was watching it with my friends. That's what it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, you see some reaction videos of people, and they go like, you see Piecemealed, they're like, "Oh my god, I can't." Like, calm down, bro. You're fucking layering. You're putting on for a camera. You're putting on for a show.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. But you were reacting in real time, right?
Reaction. Yes, I was making reaction videos. Yeah.
You were making a reaction stream. It's all good. It's okay.
No, don't.
I enjoyed it. I was watching.
I was watching it with my friends.
I was watching it with you. It was fun.
Yeah.
I was watching it.
I do not do reaction videos, guys, at all.
I was reacting with you, not at you.
I don't react videos. No. But going back to the whole Game Awards, if I was to give it a grade, I would give it a D.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't see anything that targeted me. That got me excited for it. Like the only thing that I saw that I was like, whoa, this is pretty cool. Persona 4 Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, the fighting game that was originally on PS3.
I kind of figured that was gonna.
Yeah, it's getting ported over to PS4 and to Steam.
When's that?
March.
March?
Yeah.
God damn.
So
it's a long time for a port that's been out for
I'm
fucking
thinking
15
they're
years.
adding rollback. That's what there is. I think they're working on that.
Okay.
So if they're incorporating the rollback, network, good, because they recently announced after CEO this weekend, they announced that Blaze Blue Central Fiction will be getting rollback on PS4,
right? And
Blaze Blue cross tag counter cross tag battle is getting rollback on the count.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah, we just call it PB tag.
Okay, there you go.
BB tag is also the official name is Blaze Blue cross.
Yeah.
It's
BB tag.
Just call it BB tag. It's getting rollback on Steam and on PS4. So
nice. Which
is fine because I did play BB tag when it came out and I enjoyed it and I'm excited for that one. So I bought it again on PC, so I'm fine with it. So like I said, they have a game that they're supporting and they're doing rollback. I'm like, okay, sure. Why not? Yeah, I'll do it. And it was on discount anyway, so it's fine. So I was actually played a little bit of BB tag, just getting back familiar with how to do the combos and everything. I'm like, man, I forgot how awesome it felt just doing all these combos. I mean, it's like a 3-button game. So, it's AAA, BBB, AB. You got to learn how to jump, cancel, and enter moves. And then while you utilizing your partner to help extend the combos or make your attack screens safe.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't wait to start playing that a bit more. But yeah, those games got rollback, which I'm excited for. But going back to Game Awards, yeah, I gave it a D. Like the presentation itself was okay. That's fine. Like a lot of these games I did not play, and that's just because I didn't play many of the new games that came out for 2021. The only ones I played was like Resident Evil 8, Multi Blood, Strive, Shin Megami Tensei. And that's about it I could think off the top of my head that just came out specifically in 2021. I mean, I might have been some smaller games that I played here and there, but so just watching the show for like who won, like I don't care.
Little Nightmares.
And no, I didn't
2.
play. I didn't play Little Nightmares.
But you played with Mikkel or watched Mikkel play, right?
The first one.
Oh, I thought it was the second one.
I haven't purchased the second one yet.
Oh, it's like 30% off. It's not bad. Not deep enough.
Not deep enough. Yeah, because I saw what's that Star Wars clone? Star Wars Order 66. The one you played. The Souls like one. Fallen Order. I thought that one come out. It's on sales too, but I'm like,
it's like $10 too.
Is it $10?
It's like pretty fucking
good. If it's
$10,
and if it's $10, I might get it.
If y'all still have Game Pass, it's also on Game Pass.
Okay, yeah, because I asked Jackal on stream, like,
it's pretty fucking good.
Is it a Souls game? And then you interrupted. Yes, it is. I'm like, God damn it, I want to get Jackal's opinion.
It is though,
because the second you say something, it changes the whole trajectory.
It's also my stream though. It's also my stream.
I should
Daddy's stream.
I should have DM'd. But you're busy scrubbing out on the Fireball.
Okay. I got him first try, second try.
Hey, yeah.
Fireball. That was fun.
He's kind of tricky. He's kind of tricky.
I did not like being on fire.
No.
I did not like that.
No. Yes, I saw the Fallen Order on sale. I'm like, can I
pick it up?
Maybe.
Pick it up.
It has to be on the deepest of cuts though.
Nah, it's like $10. It's dirt cheap, and it's on Game Pass. Yeah, it's dirt cheap. And then if you want the hardest of challenges, do a brand new game on the hardest difficulty, and there's your Dark Souls. Yeah,
your Star Wars Dark Souls.
Your Star Wars Dark Souls, because it's gonna be tough. That game was tough on normal.
Was it?
Yeah, especially for like the
how tough?
Optional,
how tough are we talking about?
It's pretty tough.
Like Bloodborne
you have to have your timing.
Sekiro tough.
It's like in between both of those. On just normal, I was like, okay, cool. I definitely thought that the boss fights in Fallen Order were harder than Bloodborne.
Really?
I think so. Some of them, anyway.
Well, I haven't played Fallen Order, so I don't know.
Once you get the hang of them, though, just kind of like Bloodborne or Sekiro, you can kind of breeze through them. But yeah, I like Fallen Order a lot. I think you'd like it. The graphics are amazing. The gameplay is amazing. The sound and everything, all the acting, the actual actors that they got to do, like the story missions and stuff like that.
How's the atmosphere?
There's like 3 or 4 different worlds. If I remember
if you feel like each world is unique.
Yeah, everyone is different. There's different paths and shortcuts and stuff that you can make.
Except for that sliding, that's everywhere, right?
Sliding,
right? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
That's the only thing you're like, oh, it's here again.
2007 called.
What battle royale?
It was Fortnite.
Yeah, like we're adding sliding.
We got sliding. New way to traverse the world.
You could build a camp.
Brand new to the fuck, dude. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 called. They want their sliding back, bro. Come on, man. You're not original. You're piggybacking off the greats.
And that's another thing about the whole Game Awards. Like all these games, I just don't care.
Fortnite didn't really care.
I mean, call me a boomer. I don't care. But the games that I saw, I just did not care.
Some of them I liked.
I saw so many BRs, and I saw so many battle royales. I saw so many games that included that were first person shooters, and I saw a whole bunch of some of the games where you like walking sideways is real artistic and. There's like some narratives along the way. I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. Like I said, they all can be for me, and I totally understand that. That's fine.
But you saw a lot of that. What I saw was a lot of fucking cinematic trailers.
Oh, for sure. That whole
a lot of cinematic trailers.
What's the one from Ninja Theory? Senwa's Hell.
Hellblade.
Yeah, Hellblade 2. Senwa's something.
You had Star Wars Eclipse, Elden Ring, Dune.
Yeah.
There was a lot. Dune, Sonic.
But Dune for sure. When they said RTS simulation, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not even interested in that. And back already tell RTS.
Mikkel will like
fine.
it.
She might like it. Yeah, the Spice Wars or something.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the other one that you rattled off?
Sonic was a cinematic. No gameplay. No
Elden Ring, like
Elden
I've
Ring.
I've played From Software games before, so I already know what the atmosphere is going to be in that game. I'm
Right.
fine with that. I'm pretty sure what the gameplay is going to be like. I'm sure they're adding new stuff because of the whole, more, we could play with multiple people online.
Right.
Okay, that'd be different, but I'm fine if they show a cinematic, and that's the only reason like I cared watching this one because like it's just a cinematic. They're not gonna
Right.
spoil any gameplay or bosses or anything.
Yeah,
like
but that's what I'm
Okay.
saying. There was a lot of those.
Oh, for
a lot of
sure.
cinematics.
For sure, yeah. When they were talking about this, the Hellblade one, they're like, "This ain't cinematics. This is actual gameplay." I'm like, "Oh, it looks cool."
Is it?
Like, what are you doing though? She threw a spear at a giant and then ran off and threw another spear, and then like you see people running around. I'm like,
And then you get the game in your hands, a year later, and it looks nothing like what you saw there. So it's just hype. It's all hype build.
maybe, yeah. I mean, well, they have to lead it. Looks are always a first impression.
Mhm.
Can they get you in the door with that, and then I guess they're banking off is okay. Then can the gameplay hold up to the visuals? Oh, I'm complete opposite. How good is the game?
Yep.
What's unique about it? What's fun
I'm right
about it?
there
What's the
with you.
mechanic? Because they could all look pretty, or they don't have to look pretty, and it's fine. I don't have to play the prettiest game. I don't have to have the finest settings. Is it just a fun game that I could immerse myself in?
Mm-hmm.
And I just saw these cinematics, like cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
And there were a lot of that. So, like I said, yeah, I didn't see too many games that were like, man, I'm in there. I'm gonna play this. I was like,
I'm definitely gonna play Sonic just because it's Sonic.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
just
course,
because it's Sonic.
of course. I mean,
Playing Elden Ring
That's one of
because
your
it's-
favorite franchises for sure.
Because it's Elden Ring. I'm gonna play that one.
Yeah,
Dune, I might dabble in it, but
I don't do
know.
RTSs,
I don't know.
simulator
But
strategies.
it's a 4X RTX, so or RTS, excuse me. So it's kind of like more like Civ 6 than it is like Age of Empires, like where you have to control each individual unit. So it's you're actually like controlling like quadrants and then doing things that way instead of controlling like one unit here, one unit here, one unit here. You're just kind of like moving them around. So it's a little bit different in that aspect. What else did I see? I haven't even played the first Hellblades, which is on Game Pass. I haven't even played that one.
They had a sequel
So-
for that Plague's Tale, Innocence.
That one I'll play.
I remember you played that one before.
That first game was good. I'm definitely excited for Alan Wake because Alan Wake 1 was so good. Alan Wake 2 by Remedy is going to be good, I think. Just off the top.
One that did look pretty cool from the same guy who worked on Silent Hill. It's called like Slitherheads or something like that. It just looked creepy. I didn't see they didn't show any gameplay, but it just looked like a freaking horror. I'm like, that looks just reminiscent of Silent Hill. I'm like, okay, that could be creepy. I could be down with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did I see that day?
They showed a game called Evil West, like a supernatural cowboy western game, but they showed that one during E3 of last year. I remember seeing something about that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? And then just going back to the awards themselves, like Game of the Year, It Takes Two. I'm like, good for them.
Yeah.
I never played it.
It's on sale.
It's on Game Pass.
If I pick it up, you want to play it with me? It's free for you.
How about you my time?
Same.
Sorry. I mean, I'm sure it's a great game. I think I have very specific taste, very niche taste.
Yeah.
And
I like
if it's
platformers.
Yeah.
I like platformers.
Yeah.
I like puzzle platformers.
Yeah.
I like all games though.
Perfect for
I'm not
you.
picky.
I am.
I'm not picky.
I am. My time is so limited. I got to play something that I like. And don't get me wrong, doesn't mean that I'll never like try something else that I won't ever like. And maybe that's how you discover new things. But I have so much limited time that I want to play what I enjoy and be good at.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's like, oh, well, I did 3 hours of this. Okay. Well, I could have been playing my other games that I really. It might sound weird. It's just me having little time in the afternoons. I gotta pick and choose what I want.
Same.
Yeah. Because I wish I could love all games, but I don't.
I love it all. I love the art form. That's why I do what I do.
Me too. That's why I like it. But I can't say I love all of them. I mean, that's just it'd be a blatant lie. If I say, hey, I love RTS as much as I like fighting games, like that's a lie.
Now I love them all.
Yeah.
Do I have time to play them all? No. But I love them all.
Yeah. Well, I'll be real. I don't love them all.
I like
some
all
I like.
of it.
There's some I like. There's some I tolerate. And some I enjoy. And some, yeah. But
Yeah.
for sure.
I get you.
But yeah, seeing the Game Awards, like I was really there mostly for the game news and world premieres.
Mm-hmm.
And like I did not care for the awards. I didn't care who won best accessibility, who won best
Forza.
actress or best voiceover or best anticipation or esports team, which is Toulouse. None of that.
The Last of Us one?
last year.
Oh, I thought you were talking about esports team.
Yeah, best esports team.
Oh,
Tulum.
gotcha.
Best commentary. Last
Neil
of Us.
Druckmann out there, bro, looking suave as shit. Loved it.
He looked like he looked casual. He had like a linen shirt and cargo pants.
I know.
How's that suave? Like I just,
No, that was the whole point.
Oh, okay.
Showed up to an award show dressed like a fuck. Anyway.
Like just like a
It's like, whatever, I'm here. Fuck the Oscars, bro.
And then no, they showed the trailer with The Matrix Reawakening with Keanu Reeves and Carrie Ann Moss, but in film somewhere else. Keanu's just like being a character.
Yeah, and then like they zoomed in on Carrie Ann Moss.
She's like kind of like, shut the fuck up, turn that off.
It's like, relax, dude. We get it. You were in a video game before.
You're in a game. Yeah.
Relax.
I know kung fu. Like, no, you don't.
Relax, dude. He kind of does though. He's gotta get.
You never seen this kid on SNL when they make a parody of when Keanu Reeves is on Jeopardy, back when Will Ferrell was playing Alex Trebek. Keanu Reeves like, I know kung fu. Alex Trebek's like, no, you don't. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, you missed it. You never seen it. But yeah, the Game Awards were okay. I give it a D.
Okay.
World premieres, I wasn't impressed. I don't think I'm the only one. I ask other people, and they'll probably be like,
it was okay.
yeah.
It was okay. I mean,
What are your thoughts
it's
on
a lot of shit that I'd seen before.
That's true. There's some stuff I saw from E3.
Yeah, like
Dying Light's getting a trailer or release date.
Yeah, it's had a release date February
Been having
27th or whatever. It's supposed to come out this year, but whatever.
It's been having one.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff that was just reiterating the fact that it's coming out next year, like for Forbidden West, or whatever, like a lot of bullshit like that. Like,
I saw Forbidden West. I'm like, oh yeah, I tried playing the first one again, and I couldn't.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm gonna try. I am gonna give it a college try and try Toulouse Part 1 again. For my third time, I'm gonna try it one more time.
Okay. I didn't know you tried it the first 2 times.
I did.
Okay. It's a great fucking game, dude. I love that game. It's so fucking good. Even to this day, it still holds up.
I'll take your word for it.
Still great.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I'm trying.
Just because it says clip whenever you go to upgrade your guns or something. Is that what drives you crazy about it?
No, there was something about playing when I was playing Horizon Zero. Like she just kept talking.
This isn't even an open world game. It's a linear game.
I know, but I got to the talking part with Aloy. I'm like, stop talking. I want to do stuff. Just stop talking.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Toulouse.
But yeah, I think that's what happened. I think that to me, Toulouse, I'm worried about that's going to happen. Like I want to go kill things. Here's a cinematic. Like I don't know, which is weird because like. I watched Yakuza cinematics, but Yakuza, like, I didn't mind watching those.
Did you complete that one?
Yeah.
You did?
Like a dragon?
Oh, yeah. I thought you were, my bad. I was thinking something.
Which one?
Oh, nothing. I forgot you did complete it. You're right. I was thinking Tsushima for some reason because of the Japanese words.
Tsushima. Oh. I couldn't beat that one either. Just because I was like.
I was thinking open world games. I was like,
I'm writing a haiku. Okay.
It's my favorite part, dude. They're so terrible.
Yeah, I see a fox.
Go sit in the hot tub to increase your health, bro.
Yeah, I see a fox. Well, I mean, it makes sense. It increases your stamina, but like, why am I writing a haiku?
Yeah, for no reason. Well, you gotta go chase a fox down for your charm.
And you know what? The first time I did it, like that was cool, awesome.
I gotta do it again.
And then I see it again, and I'm trying to go to a quest, and here's a fucking bird just flying right here. Look at me! I'm like, I see you. Let me do this quest.
Ignore it, dude. Be a bigger man and do
my
it, bro.
OCD kicks in, dude. I gotta like
fucking just walk past that shit, bro.
Yeah, I think that's what another thing about Horizon, dude. Like, here's plants. I gotta collect them. I gotta collect them. I can't just leave them there, right?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You gotta be fucking laser focused.
That's probably what it
sometimes
has
in
to
the
be.
mobile games.
Yeah, that's what it has to do. Yeah, or just play mobile games.
You could do that. They'll play for you.
They'll play for
you. You don't have to worry about collecting those things.
Yeah, I won't even have a conversation with you. I'll put it here on the side. Or we're doing a show.
Yeah, and you're just looking at your phone.
Here's my money.
Like, I got it.
Terrible. I don't know, but like I do want to give Toulouse another try.
It's a good game, dude.
I've heard.
It's pretty damn good.
I've heard.
Great story.
I've heard.
Good combat. Good stealth.
Is it good combat?
Good combat. Good stealth. All that shit.
I'll check it out. But yeah. What I watched. So I watched JoJo's. I did streaming. I did the special events. I did my reaction video. Welcome.
You did.
Yeah. Which is surprisingly easy. You just open a browser
Yeah.
and then just put it in.
You need to fix it though because your
I do it. I'm just telling you. I did it bare minimum. I just wanted to.
your chat was behind your window.
Like I said, I did it bare minimum.
Fix it though.
Just get in there, just like a goof off with you guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make a spectacle out of anything.
But fix it though. Because
It's
you
fine.
see gray bars
Oh
popping
yeah,
up.
like I said, I had them just for. I didn't have my audio check or anything. I had my boy GDB like, hey, Rick, can you turn on the volume? Oh, okay, well, sure.
Got you.
Yeah, I just did it just.
I know, I'm fucking around.
So what was it? Yeah, JoJo's and Street Fighter. I did play a little bit of Shin Megami Tensei Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
I got bodied up so bad.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Because I came across this one quest where you got to fight the pantheon leaders from the Greeks, from the Hindus, and from the Egyptians.
Mm-hmm.
And each leader is a boss.
Mm.
I mean, they're a brick house. They're like 10 levels ahead of me. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to fight the Greek one, right? I was like struggling.
Bitches?
Well, that's the first one I found.
Oh, okay.
So I was hanging on steady, and then he just got mad. He's like, Almighty. That's like, it's non-elemental magic damage to the whole party. Light just went.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I'm dead.
That's part of the game?
I'm dead. And like I was like struggling to try. I'm okay, topping off. Your job is just to heal, make sure everything's good. You know, other two lend support and do weakness attacks. After a while, he's just like,
He fucking Thanos
yeah,
you?
no, worse than Thanos because he did 100%, not 50.
Yeah, but
It's
you
worse
were
than Thanos.
You were 100% of the people he was trying to wipe out. He's like, nah.
Well, yeah, whatever that was, 100% of them were dead. So yeah, it was bad. So I was like, okay, well, but then went around and I saw Spooky. He was streaming some Shin Megami Tensei, and he was in the same area I was, and he was in a different area. He was the same zone, but a different part of that zone. I'm like, okay. You know what? I need to go explore that area because that way there might be some other stuff I could do. Go grind over there, level up, get some other demons, and then come back to there. So like, okay, but I didn't have enough time. I didn't have 3 hours to spend. I had to be over here. I'm telling you, dude, I can't put that game down. When I pick it up, I play it till my freaking Switch battery dies. Like console battery low. I'm like, okay.
You don't plug up your external battery to it?
And then I'll just keep playing, right? And then like 20 minutes later, battery really low. Let's just push it one more time, and then it gives you like a final warning. Like, okay, fine, I'll save.
I don't even think mine's got battery power anymore. Nope. It's just sitting there. I gotta charge that thing.
Yeah, don't leave it. Yeah, don't leave it in. Yeah, charging because it's bad for the battery.
Just leave it.
Yeah, if you're not gonna use it, just leave it unplugged. So yeah, I'm planning on going back to Shin Megami Tensei this week. Some more Luke. I want to play more BB Tag. I want to learn Blaze Blue Central Fiction.
That a new one?
Yeah, well, it came out already, but it got a rollback announced.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
When did the rollback already go live?
Yeah, well, they're doing the public beta testing right now.
Okay.
And it's going to be going live soon. And the one for BB Tag rolls out in February, I believe.
Nice.
So I can't wait. I generally did like BB
I'm glad
Tag.
that they're adding rollback into games.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And people were talking about, okay, Eunice now, because that's another fighting game that was published by Arc System, but it was developed by French Bread, which is like a team of 8 people. And they're like, well, honestly, it's kind of hard for a team of 8 people to implement, to have the funds and means to go back and retrofit the game with a rollback network. I was like, okay, well, hopefully that game will get it, because that's honestly like,
maybe a modder can.
Maybe, I don't know, because like honestly, that's like, I think Eunice is like, that's the truth when it comes to fighting games. That's legit. Like if I was to say, Rick, you go and play one more fighting game, I would probably say Eunice. It's so damn good, but it's right up there with Multi Blood. So, you know,
okay,
the way it functions, the way it handles, the speed of the game. I was like, man, I like it a lot. That's about it on my end.
Okay, is that all you played with Street Fighter and Shin Megami?
Street Fighter, yeah, Shin Megami,
yeah.
Luke, rank matches.
Nice.
I gotta learn more matches. Not learn more matches. I just gotta learn to be better with Luke,
right.
Which is fine though. Like I
mean,
said,
he's brand new though.
Yeah, and I was talking to my friend in Japan. Like he's like, dude, not only do you have to learn Luke, you have to relearn the game. Being out of it for so long, I was like,
Yeah, you've been out for a minute.
Yeah, like relearning how to my timing, how to do shimmies, when to do activations, when to do counters, the combo routes. It's just like, again, that's one thing I do love about fighting games. There's just so much information that you have to deal with in a in a flash, in a second. If you want, that win or loss, hangs on that decision that you make or don't make, or the execution that you make or don't make, So yeah, just learning Luke, learning the game, and I'm having a blast. And of course, the guys will come out and we'll goof off and, oh, Rick, you almost got that one, or watch out for this, or try this combo. And that's another thing I love about streaming is just when the gang comes out and just goofs off and watches you play. Yeah, and just it has fun.
I like that.
So I like that. That's the best. Honestly, that's the best part of streaming, hands down. I mean, I don't have any illusions of grandeur of like, oh, I want to be, with the 150,000 subscribers and have a
lot of money,
or whatever subscription, and have promotions and have sponsors.
But think about it. If you had all that, you wouldn't have to work.
That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be nice. But I think work keeps me honest, though.
Okay.
It keeps me from not having my head in the clouds. I think some people lose that. I think when they become these big time streamers, they think they just like, oh, the world works like this. Like, no, it doesn't. You don't know how it feels like to actually sweat for your paycheck.
Well, you've done it though. I've done
it. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Because when your head's once you get your heads in the clouds, the best advice is just don't look back down, bro. Just stay.
But the thing is,
stay right up there.
Yeah, but you don't always stay up there.
Stay up there, bro. Stay up there, bro.
The same people you see on the way up, you might see them on the way down.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's what it is.
So what do we got for news this week, Bubba?
I ain't got shit, bro.
You ain't got shit? You want to talk more about the anything else that you saw on
BB Tag, Game Awards, Persona 4, Arena Ultimax. I'm excited for that one, dude.
Persona 4. Looks good.
Yeah. I'm just excited. I just love fighting games. I love fighting games. Mm-hmm. I'm like that girl. I love cats. I love fighting games.
You're like that kid in the original YouTube viral video. I like turtles.
I like turtles. I like fighting games. Yeah. I buy them all. I'm gonna get King of Fighters and everything. Right, and then like people could talk shit like, Rick, you suck at them. I don't care. I love fighting games. They're so fun. They all have unique layers and styles. And
did King of Fighters have a trailer during Game Awards?
I don't think so.
They did not?
No.
They did have a new character that they announced.
The latest character I saw was, I think she was a bae. I think it was like Angel or something. She's too
what
much.
Is it, King of Fighters 15?
King of Fighters 15. I think the latest one was Angel. She's just too much, dude. She's in assless chaps and a leather jacket, dude. Need you say more?
It is. I don't know. They just announced that they were going to do the second beta test.
Oh, are they?
Yesterday.
Nice.
That's about it. That came out on Event Hubs. Yeah, that's all I see. I don't even see a character in the latest news for the game. Weird.
It's fine. They could take their time with that one.
Yeah,
fine.
For sure. So I did get your take on the Game of the Year awards, which is awesome.
What was your take?
I thought it was okay. I could have done without all the fluff. Like Imagine Dragons.
Dragging these nuts. Who was that rapper that came out there?
I have no idea.
Was that Lil Nas?
No.
Lil Nas X?
No, that wasn't him.
Baby Nas X5?
No.
I don't know. I'm just making up shit now.
Lil Uzi Vert?
Lil Uzi Vert?
No, that wasn't him. I don't know who it was.
They did have
I don't care.
They did have a commercial with Dave and Gata promoting something on Xbox. For Xbox PC, Xbox Game Pass on PC.
That's what they were promoting?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually a funny commercial. Yeah. I liked it.
Dave and Gata together.
Yeah, that was a funny commercial. I was like, okay, I'll give him that one.
Let's talk about some free shit first before we get into all the heaviness of this week, other than the Game of the Year awards. So what was I saying?
Heaviness? I don't know.
Yeah, before we get into the heaviness, let's get into free shit. So don't forget, if you have PlayStation Plus, which everybody should have.
I gave up mine.
You gave up yours? All right, so Rick is the 1% that doesn't have it.
There's nothing on there that I want.
It's free. Mortal Shell.
Free shit? It's not free shit.
Mortal Shell.
Free shit. You have to have a subscription.
Yeah, well.
It's stuff you could borrow for free if you have a subscription.
Same as buying a game, though, isn't it?
Is it?
We talked about it, though, isn't it?
I don't know what you're talking
about. They can cancel it at any time. I was like, yeah. You don't remember talking about this last week?
Yeah, but I don't know how having PlayStation Online
you can cancel the subscription at any time, and then you just lose access to the game. They can cancel it at any time, and you lose access to the game. Anyway.
They're fun games.
Mortal Shell, Lego DC Villains, or some shit like that.
Would you ever buy that game?
No.
Yeah.
No. And Godfall Challenger
Oof.
Edition, which is like the $15 version. I didn't realize that they had a.
Someone tweeted out Godfall's destiny was to end up on PlayStation Plus. I'm like,
It should have
I
been.
think that's facts, bro.
It should have been on PlayStation Plus day one.
That's Wayne capping, dude. That's legit.
It shouldn't have been Bug Snacks because Bug Snacks was actually decent. It should have been Godfall. But Godfall Challenger Edition, which is a $15 version, which fast tracks you to the end game of.
That tells you how much the game cannot stand its own two legs when they give you expansion boosts or EXP boosts.
Right.
That just tells you. Like, think about it.
Right.
We're letting you pay to get to the end game content, regardless if they have an end game content or not.
Yeah.
You can get to the end game content. So what's the point of going from level 1 to 6 to 59? Like, I never understood that.
So it fast tracks you to the end game content. It's a watered down version of the game, that type of thing. And, it's $15. But that was their in December PlayStation Plus
it started off really
title.
good this year.
Terrible.
It started off really good. I mean, you got Final Fantasy early on.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
But not the PS5 version.
No. Just the base one. You see
Final
what
Fantasy is coming to PC next week, though.
But it's going to be Epic Game Store.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We can talk about that, too. But let me get through these free games.
Go.
Also Godfall Challenger Edition is free on Epic Games. Speaking of Epic Games.
Oh, okay.
If you wanted a free $15 fast track to end game that you're not going to play. Call of Juarez Gunslinger is free on Steam. If you ever wanted to play a Call of Juarez game and never paid for it already at this point, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I don't know. So those two games are free on PC as of right now. And then Prison Architect is free on Epic Games. And if you're into like a top-down city builder, but like a prison
style?
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Like all your little characters that come to your prison have like little backstories and what they went to prison for, and you have to like ward.
Is it like a co-ed prison, or is it male only, female only?
I'm not sure if they're co-eds or not, but I mean, they're like little monitos. They don't look
like little Sims.
Yeah, they look like little fucking paper dolls. Like
little chibi. Yeah.
So there's something they got like a big triangle piece like this is their body, and then a little circle for a head, and they don't have any arms.
Yeah.
But you'll see them carry, like the police will carry around a nightstick and just whack somebody.
A little floating, disarmed
with a hand
baton,
around the baton and just smack somebody. That's all it is. So it's very basic, but very fun game if you're into like that whole sim building type deal. So let's get into Epic.
Well, I mean, there's a difference between free on like what you get from PlayStation Plus and free when you get from Game Pass, right? I mean, from Epic Game Store, right? Because Epic Game Store is truly free. You don't have to buy anything, no monthly subscriptions from them, right?
No.
But on the PlayStation side, even though it's free,
right,
you gotta have the subscription, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah. So I think there's a little bit more of a bonus when it comes to like free games on Epic Game Store. It's literally free.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Kind of.
Is it not? I mean, there's a subscription you got to pay for Epic Game Store?
Not yet. Let's give you real there.
Is it?
But also you have to agree to terms and services where like if you do something wrong, they could take it away from you at any time. So do you actually ever own it?
Yeah.
Or are you just abiding by rules so you can play games on their platform?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing on both sides. Because if I go on PlayStation but
PlayStation has that $60 a year though, right?
Right, $40 a year.
Or $40, whatever you want to call it. There's arbitrary number attached to it.
But if I send you a message and I call you the N-word on that message and you report me, then it's gone anyway. So you actually own anything anyway? Right?
But the gaming community is cracking. Did you see that commercial they had on for the Game Awards, that the gaming community wants to make sure this becomes inclusive and they want you to report abusive behavior?
They should.
Are they going to do it for a lot of these online games? Because you know how many times I've been told to S my own D?
Right. But what I'm saying is like if I have PlayStation Plus, whatever, or don't have PlayStation Plus, and I buy games on PlayStation 5, like digitally, like I purchase a bunch of games, and then I'm just a racist asshole that's gonna send you the N-word and you report me, right? And then they ban my account. So if they ban my account, I lose all the purchases that I made, even though I purchased them. So did you actually own it at any point? No, right? So
Yeah.
that's my whole point from last week. Is like, do you actually own anything that you purchase anyway?
Yeah. So how's the whole racist asshole?
But what I'm saying is like,
Well, okay,
even if
first-
it was free, you could still technically lose it at
If
some
you're
point.
the kind of person that gets mad and starts flaming other people, like you shouldn't have access to internet, regardless if it's a game or social media or
Everybody's got access
anything.
to it.
Oh.
But what I'm saying is like, even if it was free or you had purchased it, do you actually own it, even if it was free or if you purchased it? That's my point.
Mm-hmm.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, I know your point, but I'm saying something being free. You said free games for PlayStation, and like they're free games. I'm like,
you buy the service once.
They're not free.
You buy the service once.
You don't buy the service once. It's every year you have to re-up.
Sure. Yeah.
You don't buy $60 and it's lifelong.
It's included with the subscription, just like any kind of show that would be included with the subscription of like Netflix or something like that. As long as you're paying the fee to be on that service, then you're getting additional stuff for what you're paying. You're getting additional content for what you're paying for. Yeah. So it is technically free content for you as long as you're paying for the subscription. Because you're not paying per show on Netflix. You're paying for...
Not quality shows.
not the ones that they cancel.
They got some good ones.
They got some good ones that they cancel.
I mean, you know what? They did. I'm not surprised.
But that's what I'm getting at. Is like, I mean, you're paying for the subscription. You're not paying for any of the content, the additional content that you're getting. You're just paying for the subscription.
Unless you want it in HD.
I mean, I've got 4K.
Or 4K, whatever.
Yeah,
I think 4K extra, because I think the base price is what, $14.99?
Yeah, it's like $12 now. I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
I used to have it when it was just DVD rentals,
returns. 2 DVDs.
Like, it comes in a plastic envelope? Oh, no, paper envelope?
Paper envelope?
Yeah,
what are you, plastic?
Paper envelope, yeah.
Fucking stupid.
I remember that.
So back to Epic. Epic Games added a feature to their online store.
I saw that. I heard about it.
You heard about it? It's the greatest feature of all time, dude.
Which, like you guys just came into this? Which, granted, and guys, they added cart.
They added a shopping cart.
A shopping cart to their feature, which, like, I understand. There's some, like, when you're first launching, there's going to be some things, like, some oversights that you might have missed. But it's like, Epic Game Store's been out for, like, almost 2 years now.
It's been out for a while. And also, they're making billions of dollars on Fortnite. And you telling me that they have put zero money into R&D for their own platform?
I'm pretty sure when Steam first launched, there were some problems with it that people...
rough.
Yeah, I wasn't there for Steam day one.
It was also, like, 98.
Was it? A long time ago.
It was
long time ago.
A long time ago. This wasn't 2018 whenever they launched. Yeah, they were. You were on dial-up.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah, you still had AOL accounts.
Yeah, you still had Earthlink.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, this wasn't 2 years ago. They're just now adding.
So, like I said, like, if you want to compare it to scale, like when Steam first launched, I'm sure there was problems. But at some point, Epic Games, like, the technology's there.
It's there.
The financial means are there.
They're there.
Why not make it? But if they're finally acknowledging it. Okay, sure.
I think that here's my whole point in getting to this, is that they did add a shopping cart feature. But here's the thing is, like, Epic has the ability to become one of the greatest
easily
platforms for, like, selling video games on PCs. It has the ability to do so. It has the ability to
100.
knock Steam down a peg or two, because Steam is up there. 27 million concurrent players as of last month.
Perhaps I never checked.
Is what the numbers were. Which is an all-time record high, which is a crazy fucking number. It's a great number. You know, means more PC players are coming in and all that stuff, right? So, Epic has the ability and the resources and all the know-how to get to the status that where Steam is at, and they are taking their sweet fucking time doing it. It doesn't cost them an arm and a leg to add a shopping cart feature. It doesn't cost them an arm and a leg to do all these other things that they can do. Like, you have a friends list, you have a store, you have a friends list, you have a store. That's about it. Like, now they're adding a shopping cart. Okay, cool. And then they're starting to get all this business from, like Final Fantasy is going to be on Epic.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely getting time exclusives.
They're getting these exclusives and things like that. They're doing really well on
games.
But they need a refund policy. They need a review policy.
That's what I like. That's what I do like about Steam. Like, I have zero issues with their customer service. I had to return a couple games. They're like, okay, here
you go.
Back. It's under. If you played it, less than 2 hours and under, like, what, 2 days? 10 days?
It's gotta be 10 days.
Yeah. I mean, okay, sure. They just credit your account back.
Yeah. They're pretty chill about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't go around abusing it and just demoing games because they'll catch on to that. I'm sure.
For sure.
But like, yeah, you like, oh shit, I made a bad purchase, or I already got this that I didn't know. Like, I already have it on my console, or I just didn't mean to get it, or this game just didn't pan out. Yeah, no problem. Sure, here's your money. That's what I wish. I think Epic Games Store needs to heading in that direction also.
Now, Epic doesn't have to do some of the things like Steam is doing, where like they'll do like broadcasting in the in the game itself, or like broadcasting to your friends. Like none of that stuff really needs to be done. But connectivity with your friends, the ability to play with your friends, or like voice chat with your friends, like if they had some sort of way to do like a Discord inside of their Epic Games browser, whatever they want to call it, their launcher. I mean, that thing has the ability to just fucking kill it. And, cross-platform, cross-play, all that good stuff that they're doing already. Like, they have all the tools. And they're, like I just said, they were just taking their sweet time working in all those.
For sure.
Those things. So, I'm just surprised that they finally got around to doing that. And I'm glad to see that they're moving in the right direction. But it doesn't mean that I'm not going to criticize the shit out of them for taking their sweet ass time.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to Epic Game Store, I've purchased one game from them, and that's Mortal Shell, and that's about it. I picked up a few free games along the way.
That one too.
Yeah, that one I would recommend as a Souls fan. Like, that one's a good one. It's a short game. It doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah.
You play maybe less. I didn't do everything on there, but I did complete all the major bosses and the last boss, and that took me just under 18 hours.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad game.
Solid for like 20 bucks. It was like $10 what you pay for it?
It's so fun to play. It's like they had added so much to having these different shells that you get to play as, and they have different weapons and different abilities. It was really good. But going back to Epic Game is like I've only purchased one game from them at Mortal Shell, and it's not that I don't want to purchase games from them. It's just that I can get a lot what I want on Steam. Everything for me is that I want.
Mm-hmm.
The base of my game, 99.9% of my games are already there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless Epic can somehow have things that I just can't find on Steam and that are going to be for sure only found on Epic, then maybe will they start gaining my attention. But the thing is, I'm just so established with Steam. It's so it literally when I turn my PC, Steam launches.
Right.
I don't do that with Epic Games.
Right.
But
I mean, if Epic announced at Evo 2022 or whatever, if Evo's like, or Capcom's like, hey, Street Fighter 6 coming out on Epic Games only for the first
and PlayStation
and PlayStation for the first 3 years, and you're just like, well, I guess I'm picking it up on Epic. It just has to entice you enough to do so.
It does. That's what I have to do. And some other people, I'm sure there's other people that have both Steam and Epic, and they share their games evenly between their libraries between both. I'm sure there are some people that do that. But me, right now, it's primarily Steam.
Yeah, mine's mostly on Steam, and I just log into Epic every day just to see what kind of free games they have and add them to my library.
Yeah.
I've only bought 2 games on Epic, and it was Borderlands and Mortal Shell. Yeah. Those are the only 2 I bought.
And I know with Darkest Dungeon 2, I think that might be an exclusive. That Epic might be another reason for me to go back to Epic Game Store. Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
I just don't use my credit card on Epic because I don't trust them. Because 10 cent. I don't trust any online store anyway. I use PayPal for most of that stuff anyway.
That's a good strategy.
They have, I don't like putting my credit card information out there anyway.
For sure.
But yeah, so I'm glad that they're making steps in the right direction. They need to do a little bit more and a little bit faster. I mean, it's been a couple years, guys. Like,
I don't know. I think this could be one of those whole kind of tortoise strategies. Just take your time, let it build up. I mean, Steam didn't get to where it was all overnight. No, I'm sure Epic Games. They definitely have a strategy and a game plan with their free games.
Steam got to where it was because it was uncontested.
For sure, yeah.
That's where it got where it was.
Yeah.
And if you're going to come out of the gate and try and compete with Steam, then you have to come in hard. That's why I was saying you can't come in as a fucking turtle. Like, Steam came in slow because they had time to develop, and there's nobody else publishing games for anybody. Mm-hmm. So they had to take their time. I get it. But, like, Epic's trying to come in and take business away from Steam, and you do business on their store. Well, if you want them to do business on your store, you have to provide more features. Give us a refund policy. Give us all the things, like a wish list, which they finally did. Give us a friends list. They did that. Give us a shopping cart. They did that. Give us all the
things.
Well,
that's one perspective for sure. That's one perspective for the consumer, but it also depends on how they're going to treat their developers and game the game developers. Mm-hmm. Are they going to work a better deal with Steam? That's another thing that I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I don't know how they cut out deals with different developers and how it works with the time exclusives.
70-30. 60-40.
Could be. I don't know. You know that for sure?
I think it was 70-30 last time I checked.
Yeah. So I mean, for sure, if they could do a better deal, like I said, I'm in no rush for Epic Game Store to be my main launcher for games. And I'm sure I don't think they're in a hurry either. I think they're just slowly just building and just capitalizing. I don't think it should be a race at this point. Just stay nice and steady and par for the course.
Oh, developers get 88%.
Pretty good deal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Epic just gets 12%. That's it. 12%, baby. 12%. And I think Steam's was a little bit.
I don't know how Steam works. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a little bit more expensive than that. They've been doing it for a minute.
Well, and the thing is, I don't know how it works. Is it the same for indies? Is it the same for AAA companies? Is it for for games that are this kind of style? I don't know.
Steam
I don't know the
takes
numbers.
30%. It takes 18% more. Yeah, they take a little bit more. Yeah, they take a chunk, dude.
That's a chunk.
So yeah, that's why people are going over there so they can make a little bit more money.
No, and for sure, you've seen some time exclusive. I mean, Final Fantasy Intergrad is going out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a big one.
That's a good ace in your sleeve.
Is it coming to Xbox?
Is it?
I mean, it was supposed to be a Sony exclusive for a year, and I know it's coming to PC. I didn't know if it was coming to Xbox as well.
Was it? Did we ever confirm about the being exclusive for a year? I think we just kind of like talked about it and hinted at it, but I don't think it's ever been confirmed.
It's been an exclusive for a year.
For sure, because they came out back in April of 2019.
Yes, 20. Yeah,
yeah,
no,
it was April 2019 because
it was COVID times.
Yeah, this summer was just Intergrad with Yuffie,
and
that was just a little bit over a year. So I don't know. And of course, we didn't hear nothing about Final Fantasy anything.
16.
Yeah,
nothing about 16.
Nothing, and Final Fantasy 16 or next episode for 7 remake.
Nope,
nothing at all.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear anything about that. That's not gonna happen for a few years.
Did you watch anything on? Did you hear anything on the what's the DLC that came out? The expansion for Final Fantasy. Peace Walker? No.
Endwalker.
The boys say anything about it? They're going back. I heard queue times were kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. They're offering a free week to everybody because
in there.
No, they're offering a free week because of the queue times. Yeah, so they're giving
which is going to. I'm not surprised. Every time an expansion comes out for a major MMO, there's going to be kind of like
they did win a Game of the Year award for customer service, or what was it, like listening to their consumers or something?
Probably. They rattle off so many awards in between.
Yeah,
games.
It was one of those bullshit
best
ones.
Fighting game, best what you call it, best like really that's pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, it was anyway.
I thought it was funny when they were talking about Game Awards and they're like best action adventure game. It was Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Resident Evil 8. What else? I forgot. Far Cry. So I don't know, but it was like almost all of those games were like nominated for like Game of the Year. I'm like, oh, so what are we doing here? It's Game of the best action game or best Game of the Year. Like there's so much crossover between these two. It's like
there was like 7 games that got all the nominations, bro. That came out this year, and the rest of them were just kind of like ongoing. I know League of Legends is one of those. You know.
I know we talked about it between you and me and GDB about who was gonna win. I said I thought it was gonna be Psychonauts. You thought it was gonna be Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
And it was like It Takes Two. I'm like, well,
I
didn't see that one coming.
I did not.
I didn't see that one coming. Then I was thinking, okay, it's gonna be Metroid Dread. The game has been out for. I mean, it's been so like under the wraps for so long. Metroid Dread coming out.
Yeah,
that's gonna be awesome. No.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 won best online game and best community support. So yeah, so what they ended up doing was because of the queue times and all that stuff, they gave everybody a free week.
Well, that's good. That's awesome.
To apologize for the queue times. So Jackal's been playing, but he's been trying to catch up until this point. I don't know anybody that's actually playing it. I haven't talked to Heian or Travis.
I saw Heian right before the launch of it. He said he was waiting to get in there, but that was like the day before.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations to Travis, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna say why, but congratulations.
So okay.
What were we talking about? Epic
free games,
free games, all that stuff. Okay. I wanted to talk a little bit about Halo.
Oh yeah, tell me more.
Because you can't replay story missions.
Why?
The way I have it set up, So
You have it set up?
that's the way they have it set up.
Oh, okay. I thought you said I have it set up. Why would you set it up that way?
So Halo Infinite story missions can only be played once per save file. If you want to replay them, you have to delete your save or start a new game and go back in and start over from the beginning and work your way chronologically through the game. How do you feel about that? Knowing about Halo and knowing that you could just be like, oh, mission select. I want to play this mission at this difficulty with whatever.
Or I want to go back and get some collectibles that I missed.
Yeah.
Or explore some areas that I missed or unlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds that doesn't sound like it's the game released, but is it ready?
Right.
I mean,
that's where I was getting to.
This is one of these quality of life features that doesn't seem that's
shouldn't be too hard to implement, right? Like co-op that isn't coming out until March.
I want to say back when it was supposed to be released with the launch of the console,
right, last year,
when they say it wasn't ready, I was like, okay. Right. They could wait maybe 6 months in the spring and it'll be ready, and still nothing.
Yeah, they did. They pushed it back to like March or May.
Yeah, and then like a whole year later, and then multiplayer isn't out yet. Like,
I can't even pick what kind of mode I want to do in multiplayer yet.
Yeah,
still can't. Game's out.
I don't understand that. It's like, again, I think it's the whole. We said this is gonna happen, and it's not happening, and I just don't know why. I mean, barring working from home and the whole remote, but we get that. But why can't they take all that and anticipate it into the release date? They know they have people not show off for to the studio to get all hands on deck. Mm-hmm. Why are they releasing a game a year later and still not up to par to like I personally, I'm not upset about the fact that you can't play missions again. That's fine. I don't plan on playing Halo. Just the fact that they do this to their fans, though.
Right.
As a gamer, because if I was to play a game that I'm waiting for and that has collectibles and I want to go replay a mission, oh, you can't do that. Like, why? That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
Like, after having this time off and be able to work on it.
Right.
How's this allowed?
So they had an entire year, right? Mm-hmm. An entire year delay. We don't get co-op day one, which has been in every Halo. You don't get mission select, which has been in every Halo up until this point. Mm-hmm. You don't get the ability to choose what kind of multiplayer that you want to play, which has been in every Halo. That's my point. Yeah, is like they're releasing the game in pieces because they're not ready. They haven't been ready. They weren't ready to release now. They forced it out right before holidays. Get it? It happens. Whatever. But like, the game's solid, right? But it's missing a bunch of these things that it needs, right? Just kind of like how Cyberpunk released, or how
I think Cyberpunk was at a worse state.
It was a pretty bad state, but like they're fixing it as they go along, which is what Halo's doing right now, what Battlefield's doing right now, what's that other game that I just saw the other day that really New World.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's so much fixing along the way or just releasing complete content along the way, because I feel like the game is it buggy? Is it falling apart? Is there, game breaking glitches on it?
No.
I mean, for the most part, the gameplay is pretty solid. It's pretty smooth.
The gameplay is there.
It's just the features.
Features are not there.
The features is lacking, right?
Features that have been in every Halo game are not there day one.
I mean, it's not like if you look at Halo and Battlefield, where I mean, there was like complete crashes and just bugs and just riddle. I mean, of course,
but it's also missing a bunch of stuff that was in the game
previously. Yeah, but Halo is not like that. It's not like you're seeing a warthog going up the side of a cliff and then disappearing, is it? Right.
No.
Not like that. Not those lines.
Well, what is missing is my friend
Pedro.
My friend on the other side of the world playing a game with me that just released, which is an open world game, which would be really fun to complete this game with another person. That's what's missing from the game. Now, I'm not saying that it released in the same state as all these other games, but they are piecing together those other games just the same way they're piecing.
They're not charging you for each of this extra stuff, are they?
No.
Okay.
They're not even charging you for the game. Well, they are if you're buying it on Steam, for sure. Not if it's on Game Pass, which still isn't free either way, but because you're paying for a subscription.
It's included in the Game Pass, for sure.
It's included in the Game Pass, but
they're not charging you for the multiplayer or for campaign.
If you want the Battle Pass,
unless you want the Battle
Pass, they're making money on that. But yeah, what I'm saying is why are we getting into why are we as gamers okay with other companies releasing games in an incomplete state, and we're allowing them to continue to fix them as time goes along. Why are we complicit in that?
I think
aspect?
It goes back down to what we talked about, or speak with your wallet. Don't support it.
Right.
I mean, honestly, I'd probably be the best bet, or take it to Twitter and at them and let them know, like, hey, I'm not happy.
Right.
I think that might be the best way to do it, honestly.
Right.
I mean, we talked about it so many times where if you're not happy by the game, don't support it by, not giving your dollars, or let the developers know what's going on, because you're right. That at this time and point, it shouldn't be happening with Halo.
No.
And I think they're really just depending on their fan base, on their loyal fan base to be there for them. And then you could do that so many times before your merit runs out.
Right.
Before your laurels, you can't. Before your laurels just
CD Projekt Red's gonna have a hard time releasing it.
And that's what they did. I've heard reports where they said, "Oh, we'll just treat it like Witcher 3."
Yeah, and they're going through settlements right now,
and they're lucky that Witcher 3 was a success and it was awesome. It was great, but you're only as good as your last game,
right?
So
that being said, not that I'm not enjoying Halo,
for sure.
Not that I'm not, but I would like to enjoy the game with my friends, not just in the multiplayer aspect, but like, hey, let's go take down this open world together, because it's fucking huge. Let's take down this open world together, because let's be real, AI ain't that smart half the time. They're going to get in the back of your little truck with the turret, and they're going to not shoot at the shit that you need them to shoot at. You want to play your game with your friend. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they're going to put it in May or March or whatever it is. They're going to add that feature, allegedly, that is probably going to get delayed another year. And cool, that's fine. But by the time it comes out, by the time May, March, whatever time that co-op comes out, you have Elden Ring. You have
so many other games.
You have so many other things coming out. And you expect people to sit around and play your game? It should be out at launch.
Persona 6.
Persona 6.
I don't know if it's coming out, but
Persona 3 is going to get a re-release somehow.
I'll play that one too. Now I kind of want to play Persona 4.
You should get it.
I think they bundled it on Steam. If you buy Persona 4 the fighting game.
Oh, nice. You get
the basic game. Yeah, I think if you get them together, like, you get a discount or something like that. Which I might get, because I'm like, well, now I get to know what the story is.
Because I think the fighting game is a prequel, right?
Yeah. No, a sequel. Like, it tells you what's after the story.
After the story?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so I don't like the fact that we're okay with.
Have you heard anything with like your buddies that also play Halo? I mean, are they expressing the same kind of?
Yeah, we're all fucking mad that we can't play together. It's a 4-person co-op game.
If it's you and your buddies, the whole community has to be up there also.
Yeah.
Right?
I would say
For
so.
Sure? I mean, a safe bet to say.
They had to shut down the Halo subreddit last week because of all the backlash that they were getting,
dislikes and
all the bullshit that everybody was talking. They were mad about co-op. They were mad about not being able to restart the campaign at any point in any area.
That doesn't make sense. That just seems like it should be like, would you like to replay? Yes.
It's an open world, dude. Ghost of Tsushima does that. Like, it's there. Like, you complete a mission and the little icon stays on the map with the little recycle symbol, and you just go back and you tap the button and you start that mission again. I don't think it's that fucking difficult. I don't think so anyway. But I don't make video games.
We're not game developers, but you figured having that budget and experience,
what I'm saying is, it's not new technology. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. It's not new technology. But like I said, I think they're releasing this game in pieces. I'm okay with the state that it's in right now. But however, if it wasn't on Game Pass and they were asking me for $60 or $70 or whatever the game is going to cost at this point, I wouldn't have paid for it. Now, because I have the subscription, I'll play it. But if it wasn't a part of that subscription at all, then yes, I would be speaking with my wallet. I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'll wait until the game is actually out, and then I will play the game with my friends, and then we'll talk about that.
I really hope the Halo community just becomes more vocal about it and lets Microsoft and whoever is at, who does it?
343 Studios.
Yeah, and whoever's at 343, I was about to say Bungie, but that's the Destiny 2. I saw a trailer for that Witch Queen.
Yeah. Bungie. They're having a Halo event right now, matter of fact, even though they're not tied to Microsoft. Yeah, so you can get like Halo weapons and stuff like that in the game. It's like their 30th anniversary event for Bungie. Their 30 years of being in business.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they did what was their first game? It was I don't know.
Chat, look it up.
Uni or something like that?
Unist?
No, it wasn't Unist.
I love Unist.
Omi or something. I can't remember the damn name of it.
Well, I wonder how the Halo community is taking it, because this sounds like it's something that should be ready, be readily available, or like literally like around the corner or something. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. They really should either vote with their dollars. Like, hey, look, I'm not happy with this. I'm not buying it. You know,
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to hit a company. I mean, it's been going on with these other companies that have, shit going on. So,
Yeah, we'll get to that because
Yeah.
I got them up next.
did we ever talk about the PlayStation getting their own streaming service?
Yeah, we brought it up.
Was it last
They
week?
wanted to make their own.
Was that last week we talked
Yeah,
about
it's a
it?
3-tier system. Yeah, we talked
that's
about
right.
it.
That's right.
So getting to that other company, unless you want to go more into Halo, but
No, I think I said my piece about Halo. Like I said, I don't play the game. I don't play. If I do play an FPS, it's gonna be because of multiplayer. Because I love knowing that I have the better reaction or response time and better loadout than someone. I like the competition.
Right.
When it comes to just shooting bots, that's not for me, and it's fine. That's just not for me.
Right.
Other people enjoy it, and that's great. I celebrate that they love games, especially Halo being such a very popular franchise. But I also feel as a gamer that that's not right. Like, come on, man, this is your fan base.
Right.
You promised the game to be out.
Mm-hmm.
The game is.
It's kind of out.
Kind of game's out. The game's out.
We'll say it's released because I had to play Bloodborne based on that release date. But yeah,
it's
released. It's out. It's out. It's just not complete.
We didn't say complete game. Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind day one
and
patches.
You know what? You're the actual winner of that bet.
Okay.
Jackal and Schleps were all talking about like
Witcher's a good game too, bro.
Like Ruben was the actual winner of that bet.
It's a good game too. Witcher's a good game too, bro. I'm just saying. It is.
Open world, dialogue boxes, RPG.
Yeah. Crafting, all that good stuff.
Crafting, little talent tree sprinkled in there.
Little talent trees, mutations. Not all of them. Not Witcher. That's where they come from. But going into Activision, Blizzard.
Those guys right there, dude.
They had a lot of profit this year. A lot. And then they... they did. A couple $1 billion. And then they laid off their quality control in like a little subsidiary company that they had. And then the employees staged a walkout.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good for them. And
then so the employees staged a walkout, and then somebody had posted today. I don't actually have the message in front of me because I didn't get a chance to take it all down. But they're trying to union bust.
That's what I...
So CWA, the Communication Workers Association, which is over like AT&T and things like that, they're working with... Blizzard Activision to create a union there.
Unionize.
And they're trying, and they sent the whole email out to all their employees about union busting. Like, you're aware that the union is going to be responsible for making your your wages and your whatever, and negotiating your contract.
Yeah, and that's just every company. When they hear the U word,
they don't like
it.
It
is so scary, dude.
Like
I mean, and honestly, I'm sure there's a lot of other industries that need to be unionized, but for sure the gaming for sure needs to be. I mean, with everything that's going on, and the thing is, like, you could be a contractor and then they'll take your work. And you're cut out. We don't need you anymore.
Right. And they're all contractors.
Yeah. I mean, and who's to say, even if you do work for a company, it gets bought over or it gets folded under or falls short or it just doesn't survive. I mean, there's a lot of businesses that need to be unionized, but gaming industry is for sure one of them.
So
for sure.
I'd like to read this out to you, just a few parts of it.
Tell me.
It says, everyone, at Activision Blizzard, we are working hard to create a more inclusive, supportive, and rewarding environment. First of all, that first sentence.
It's so Hollywood.
It's hilarious because of all the bullshit that they've had going on there.
Yeah, that's just saving face.
Yeah, and thanks to your input, we're making progress. In the past few months, we've announced that we're converting nearly 500 temporary workers to full-time employees at Activision Publishing Studios, but we're also laying off another 500. And we have increased wages for a large portion of temporary workers and added paid time off benefits.
Good.
We introduced a zero-tolerance harassment policy, did you? And waived required arbitration of sexual harassment and discrimination claims. We have made significant commitments to increase gender diversity and are dedicating $250 million, which is a fraction of what they make, to accelerate opportunities for diverse talent across the industry. We have more to do, and we believe that direct dialogue between management and employees is essential to the success of Activision Blizzard. And then here's where it gets into the union stuff. It's like, oh, yeah, we're doing all this stuff. Here we go. As you may have seen yesterday, there was a communication supported by the Communication Workers of America, CWA, that asked employees to sign and submit union authorization cards. I want to be clear about this, and it's in bold. The leadership of Activision Blizzard supports your right under the National Labor Relations Act, NLRA, to make your own decision about whether or not to join a union. As you make this decision for your future, we ask that you take the time to consider the consequences of your signature on the binding legal document presented to you by the CWA. Once you sign that document, dun dun dun, this is where they hit you with it. You will have signed away over to CWA the exclusive right to represent you for the purposes of collective bargaining concerning all terms and conditions of employment. That means that your ability to negotiate all your working conditions will be turned over to the CWA, just as the document says. Achieving blah, 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 and they go on. As always, we welcome outreach and this, and that. But they're like union busting already.
Yeah, they're scared of it. They're basically saying, if you give your rights to them, the people who want to represent you, you won't be able to represent yourself here at this company.
That's fine.
Yeah, what are they doing now to
right
take care of the people?
Yeah, you're firing people left and right.
And I don't want to say it's just Activision. There's a shit ton of other big time companies that are doing this. Amazon for sure is a big one. They've been doing union busting.
UFC,
Starbucks. They've been doing a lot of stuff. Dollar General. They've been doing a whole bunch of stuff to just bust the unions. It was recently, I think John Deere. They actually had a win. They went on strike and actually were able to have John Deere cripple and not cripple, but actually fold and pay money to the workers, to treat them right, because I think that John Deere had like record-breaking sales during the COVID.
Wow.
Yeah. So it makes sense. A lot of companies just made a lot of profit during, the last couple of years. I mean, it makes sense to take care of people.
Yep.
Regardless if you're a game industry, or, agriculture or serving or whatever industry you are, just take care of people.
Yeah.
Hands down.
For sure. Yeah. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
But also, all this news comes at like the worst time, and like for anything for Blizzard right now. Like
they've been on shit streak since the whole
the China thing, right?
Blitzchung, I think.
Blitzchung, yeah.
Yeah, ever since the Hong
Kong protests.
It's just
2 years ago.
It's just been things after things after things for sure. And don't get me wrong, sometimes it feels like they're kind of just piling on to Activision Blizzard, because Ubisoft isn't a saint. They've been doing some shady shit too.
Yep.
They just don't get as much on spotlight as Activision does. So I mean, I'm not saying Activision's the only bad boy in the crew. Yeah. And, there's other companies that are doing some shit too.
I think Bungie got hit with something today too.
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's just, guys, yeah, definitely do some stuff for your own research and look into it. But it's not just Activision. There's a whole bunch of other companies.
7 hours ago, Bungie CEO apologizes following in-depth report into sexism and toxicity at the studio. Yeah, I haven't had enough time to research this, but. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not surprised. It's not just Activision Blizzard. There's a whole bunch of them. So I mean, pick, guys, pick. But just make sure do your research and know what's going on.
Hey, but also, guys, stop being fucking creeps. Relax.
That's for sure.
Relax. Okay,
that's for sure. Yeah.
Go find somebody else to fuck outside of work, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Please don't shit where you eat, guys. It's not that hard.
Or just treat people with respect.
Yeah, with respect.
That's always been like my golden rule. Like, treat others how you want to be treated.
Why do you treat me like shit then?
Yeah, I love you. I got you a nice gift.
Did you?
Bitch ass Ruben, yeah.
Did you?
You didn't see it?
Felt like a t-shirt.
You're judging? Are you judging?
No,
You're judging? Do you know what's in it?
No. Oh, you get your other stuff on Christmas week, by the way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I still haven't opened my first thing.
Oh, you haven't?
I don't know
you get
the
rest of your stuff on
Is
Christmas.
Is that an Elgato Low Pro arm?
No. Low Pro arm? They have those? Oh, no, it's not that.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
It's not that. It's not a Low Pro arm, no.
I'm sure it fits in the box.
Yeah, it does fit in the box, but it ain't that. Okay, so what do you think about people that have never probably played a video game in their entire life owning like an esports league?
It goes back to the whole Pokemon thing, where she's probably never played a fighting game in her life.
But she plays video games.
She plays video games, so she kind of knows parts of it.
Right.
If they know how to handle the whole business aspect of it, because for sure esports is a business.
Right.
You have to sponsor these players, take care of their per diem when they go out, the flights, the food, the venue, to go to the training, the facilities, the equipment. There's a business side to that for sure.
Right.
If they could at least handle that part, the logistics of taking care of all that, I'm going to say to the member or to the person who's going to join that team, make sure you know what you're getting yourself into.
Right, because you're signing a contract, and you're gonna lose a lot of the money that you do win, especially if it's LOL.
And it varies. Yeah, it varies. I've heard some especially in the FGC, when they sign to some sports, to some teams where like they pay for everything, and they get a cut of your winnings. I've heard some where like you pay for everything, and you're allowed to have their sponsor on your shirt or on your little tag. Like I've heard so many things. I don't think it's unified, because I don't think it's not one of those things that's like unionized. So there's like a clear cut way of this is how it should be done, or these are the norms. At least I don't know. Right. I never looked into it. But when it comes to like an outsider coming in, if they can at least handle the business aspect of it, I'd say sure. So what if because there's like I'm sure like Jerry, who owns the Cowboys? Jerry Jones?
Jim Jones. Jerry Jones. Yeah, Jerry World. It's Jerry World.
He owns the Cowboys. He's probably never played football in his life.
Probably not.
Or I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a big football guy. I'm sure there's an owner of a sports team who probably never played basketball and owns, a sports team.
Right.
I mean, if they can handle the business aspect of it, and then for sure have their management team take care of the talent. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So Manny Pacquiao started his own esports team. Yeah, called Pacquiao GG.
Pacquiao GG. Is he at least? Well, do you remember when Rick Fox started Echo Fox? And he had like Justin Wong, he had Nee, JDCR, Sonic Fox. Who else did he have on there? I mean, he had like he had MK Leo on there, like the who's who of everybody in fighting game. Yeah, it lasted for like 6 months, maybe a year, and then it just.
Because he probably overpaid everybody and lost a bunch of money. Kind of like what was that fighting? Strike Force? Like Strike Force was like overpaying all the fighters at one point.
And then not enough money came in. Too much out. Not enough in.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably what happened there. He had a bunch of superstars.
Yeah, because Rick Fox, he was his son loves video games, and he's like, well, this is something I could get into.
Right.
And it sounded good at the beginning, awesome, but then it's like it just imploded and fell apart, and nothing happened with it.
Yeah.
So now you just.
I just think it's weird that people that have no idea about any of these things or getting into things but it's cool that they're doing it to diversify themselves. Like I think it's cool, but also you're taking a real big risk, especially if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah, that's where I'm getting at.
Yeah, you definitely have to pick your games. What are the esports games? You have your Dotas, your LOLs, your Counter-Strike Go's, something, maybe some offshoots from LOL, like your Runeterras. Some other
Paladins,
whatever. I'm sure they have other card games that are just as big.
Oh yeah. Hearthstone, whatever the fuck.
I think they stopped making Hearthstone, but I don't know. Oh. But you know, talking about there's some other.
Pretty sure they stopped a lot of things. They probably fired all those people.
I don't know what happened to Hearthstone. Or was it Artifact? No, Artifact was from Dota, I think.
Oh yeah, they stopped that. Steam stopped that real quick.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. I mean, there's you if you're gonna get into that whole esports thing, you better know which game is the top one to get into, and then which one has the following, which gets the most eyeballs.
Overwatch is a pretty good one.
Overwatch, that's a big one too. Yeah, for sure.
I'm sitting here trying to think. I think this Halo is gonna be pretty good as long as they, I don't know, like as long as they can keep up. Like the netcode seems good, everything seems good. I don't get any lag in the game, so I think it would be a good one.
Isn't Modern Warfare another big one? Call of Duty?
Call of Duty, Fortnite's in there.
Yeah, Fortnite. I mean, yeah, if you could find one of those big ones and. If you could at least handle the business end of it, and then have a good enough team to manage the talent, yeah, I think that'd be good. Why not? But for sure, you got to pick the ones you. I mean,
I don't think he's gonna be like at the chessboard, like controlling all the pieces. I think he's just gonna be like, "Here's some money, start the team."
Yeah, put my name on it.
Make sure my name's on all the jerseys.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe show up to an event or two or something like that.
Show up, wave at people. Yeah, isn't he a fucking statesman of his country?
I think so. Over there in not Singapore. No, it's one of those Pan Pacific. It's one of those Pan Pacific.
One of those third world countries. This is what you were gonna say.
Pan Pacific countries.
You were gonna say third world countries?
Guys, I wouldn't say
Filipino.
That. Filipino, yeah.
Yeah, he's in the Philippines.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pan Pacific. I'm sure he's a great guy. Yeah, well, definitely, I'd say don't get into FGC. Don't get into fighting games because there's no esports there. I think someone had a scale of how much money, like, it showed a scale of all of EVO's earnings for all their games.
Yeah.
Was like this, and then it showed like CS:GO. It was like just like 1 year of CS:GO. It was 1 year of CS:GO, and like all the years EVO's been out. It was like this much. I'm like, yeah, there's no money in fighting games. and rightfully so. I don't think it should be. I think it should be a grassroots kind of thing where it's just the locals and hang. I mean, don't be wrong. I think if you want to make some bread off of the games that you love doing it, I think that's great. But I don't think the eyes are on there. The eyes, intention, and the attention is on fighting games. I would agree. Maybe Project L will change that.
I think so.
Maybe. I think that one has the potential to do it.
It's gotta have a pretty good scene.
I would say it will start off really strong. It'll start off really strong for the first year, and then we'll see where that goes.
Where they do with the support and everything.
Yeah. Because I mean, LOL is that thing's printing money.
Yeah,
it's huge, and now they can make a fighting game where you have all these characters in there
and an anime.
Why not? And you ever have the show,
The show's pretty good.
Not too bad.
It's pretty good.
Not too bad. I enjoyed it. The animation was phenomenal.
It made me want to play Dishonored.
I would, yeah. After you said that, like that does like Dishonored. Yeah, the animation was top tier, dude. Like I thought it was unique. It was its own different take on things.
Yeah.
That animation, it's heads above shoulders. Because when have you seen an animation of that style?
Dishonored.
No, like, that animation, not the style, not the aesthetics, not that steampunk, magic style.
No, never.
But the actual aesthetics of how it looked like, the visualization of the. Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen. I've seen animes. I've seen live actions. I've seen different like CGI animes.
Yeah.
But to see something like that.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah, I loved it.
The combat was, like the action and stuff.
I loved it.
The story was good. The voice acting was good.
I love when Jinx was just.
Harley Quinn going crazy.
Yeah, I love those whole segments were just they were spot on. I love
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. But yeah, if they were gonna pick a team or sports to get into, esports to get into, and I say that esports loosely because I remember seeing someone saying, "Oh yeah, it's an e-athlete." I'm like, oh no, they're calling him an athlete that play esports. I'm like, that's not an athlete,
right?
Okay, because if you put Justin Wong next to JJ Watt,
right?
If you say pick the athlete.
That's JJ Watt.
That's an athlete.
That's JJ Watt.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So please don't say.
But I bet JJ Watt can't do a fucking combo and
he probably doesn't know how to do an infinite on fucking Marvel 2. I'll give him that. He probably doesn't know how to do a fucking infinite. Okay. Well,
there's different kind of athletes.
But there's a different type of styles. Yeah, there's a different type of dexterity to execute. But yeah, hopefully we could pick the right kind of games to get into it. And yeah, I think with Project L. Making a fighting game, I think that'll help put fighting games onto the forefront.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of them, but for sure that one, and then maybe some trickle down to the other fighting games. But
facts.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I've got 2 more for you.
Tell me, dime.
Masayuki Yumura, the original engineer behind the SNES and the NES, passed away at 78 years old this week.
And they showed a picture of him way back, like in the late 70s, early 80s, working on it. And they showed a picture of him like really old, and he's still sitting down with that console and he's smiling.
Hell yeah, man!
That warmed my heart. Like, man, this guy loved what he did, and that was awesome.
Yeah,
that made me smile. I was like, man, good for him.
Crazy how he was involved in like the first. I mean, like in the 70s before. I think he started it, the Famicom, I think is what it was called, right?
Yeah, I think that's Famicom. That's what it was called, like in Japan, before it got changed to the Super Nintendo or something along those lines.
He was working on this thing for the longest time, and then eventually, came out, and then they fucking worked on the second one, and then he made 2 amazing consoles, or helped make 2 amazing consoles that were a big part of my childhood, a big part of your childhood.
And the thing is, the gaming industry wouldn't be where it's at without them. We are riding on the shoulders of giants. You can't get where you are now without what was made in the past. If it wasn't for those 2 consoles, who knows where we'd be?
Right.
So for sure, yeah. Like I saw those pictures, and it just made me smile. I was like, man, I'm sure this guy, he changed so many lives.
Right. And I'm glad he did it because who knows where the know what I mean? Like if it would have been somebody else,
it made a whole industry. It made it's almost like a subculture. Video games, if you think about it, I mean, it's so huge.
Yeah.
There's industries built on it.
They have their own award show.
Yeah. That's just one version, but yeah, there is. It's just that, and I take that back. It's not even a subculture. It is a culture.
Oh, it very much is.
Yeah, I take it back. It's not subculture. It's an actual culture because there's people living, breathing. Buy video games,
right.
And it's true. We see it everywhere. Whether it's on whether it's on your PC, on your console, on your mobile. I mean, thank to that guy and everything. Everybody at Nintendo to get it started, to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Now.
Well, I'm sure there's people at Atari and arcade. You know, they'll help come along too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't forget those guys.
Right. And on the flip side of that,
Mm.
that was the last one I wanted to bring up, but this is pretty brutal. I watched this video earlier today about this PlayStation exec, actually a VP of engineering, who got fired this week. Did you hear about this?
No.
You
What
didn't
happened?
see this video? So this PlayStation exec was fired over after allegedly, it's on video, allegedly trying to meet a 15-year-old for sex.
Oh, he's part of the Lolly Express.
And yeah,
he's on the Epstein plane, huh?
He's wearing a PS5 shirt, right, in the video. Guy's name is George. You can find it easily.
Like, it's not me.
I'll show you the video whenever we're done.
It's like, it's not me. It's
and the guy's got his camera on, and he doesn't have the light on. He's walking. He's like, "Hey, you George?" He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Cool. Were you trying to fuck a 15-year-old?" Like, and he's like walking away, and this is and that. He's like, "Come on, tell the camera what I'm doing here, man." Like, all up in his face, like what's his fucking face from Catch a Predator?
Ted Hansen or something like that?
Yeah, Hansen.
Yeah.
Go ahead and have a seat right here.
Let's talk about this. What's going on? What are you thinking?
Yeah, homeboy got fired. Homeboy got fired from his job. Probably gonna press.
If all he got was was fired, he's lucky.
He's definitely.
He's gonna get some. That's gonna happen.
He's gonna get some time. So you have one aspect of one gentleman in the 70s who decided to help create happiness and make these amazing things. Then you have this other gentleman who's just a
sick
piece of shit.
I'm just sick
weirdo.
Yeah.
I gotta show you the video later, bro. It's cringe. It's hard cringe.
And then he's not gonna let that down.
Yeah. Never going away. He's gonna have to. Yeah, never going away, bro. He's gonna have to register. Was he married?
Because that's gonna be even worse.
Probably. He's living in like San Diego or some shit like that.
Oh.
And very nice house. I mean, it ain't cheap.
Has to be. It's California. Cheap. It ain't cheap.
But the dude starts yelling out in the neighborhood to all his neighbors.
Calling them all out.
Calling them out, bro. I was like, ooh.
Damn, dude.
Oh, bro, that's brutal. Brutal.
No,
brutal.
yeah. I mean, in this day and age, you know what you're doing, man.
You know what you're doing.
You know
everything's record.
You know how old she is, and if you're not, you can always say, "Hey, how old are you?" and get proof and find out. There's no. Oh, I didn't know. That does not fly, bro.
That don't fly no more.
Yeah. I didn't know she was. No, bro. No.
What are you, R. Kelly?
Yeah. Do you like teenagers?
Can you define?
Yeah. How young are you talking about?
Fucking
bro, he threw you a softball. He literally threw you a fucking softball.
Well, define teenage.
Yeah. How young for teenager are we talking about? I'm like,
because I mean, 19's technically a teenager.
Yeah.
But
so it's 13.
17.
So it's 13, but still.
Who answers that question that way? What an idiot. I'm so sorry. So yeah, those are the heavier ones this week. Homeboy passing away, 78, and then another man literally dying on camera.
Cringe.
Yeah, mad cringe. So yeah, that's all I've got for this week. You got anything else you want to add? We're 2 hours in.
Good. Anything that you want to look forward to for next year's Game Awards?
Next year's Game Awards?
Yeah.
I'd like to see some Starfield. Oh wait, no, Starfield's got a release date.
Did it?
Yeah, it's on Steam as a release date.
2023.
Anyway. Take a fucking guess of the actual date.
2024.
No, it's next year. But give me an actual date for next year.
Okay, next year.
Know what you know about Bethesda.
Okay, next year is 21, right?
It's 22.
22. No, February 22nd.
No.
Okay, I thought it was gonna be like 2.
No, it's gonna be November 11th, 22.
November 11th, 2022.
Yeah, so 11/11.
22.
Make 22.
They love the number games, don't they?
Yeah,
they love that. They love that whole Illuminati shit, don't they?
Fucking stupid. It's out next year in November for sure. Next year.
So what's that game about?
Oh, not for sure, but it's like their new
sci-fi.
I'm sorry, it's their new sci-fi open world RPG with crafting elements that you're not gonna play anyway. But me and Mikkel are gonna enjoy the shit out of it. And
me and Robert Downey Jr. like,
yeah, we're gonna play it. We're gonna have a good time. You don't like other people having a good time, Rick?
I do let them have a good time. I just let them know when they're playing a bad game.
You're playing an open world crafting game in February, just so you know. Shut your whore mouth. Anyway, where can we find you, Rick?
You guys catch me at OS_Rick with the one. I'm going to be playing a lot more fighting games soon. I think I plan on having the boys coming over on the 18th to play some Street Fighter or Tag or Central Fiction. So I'll be doing that. But I'll let y'all know when that it gets closer. So you can catch me watch me learn how to play Luke, which is pretty good. Like I said, I like Luke. There's layers to him. And that's fun. You could do some basic stuff and you could get away with some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Up to a certain point,
right?
Once you want to get into the bigger leagues, that's not gonna fly. Your timing has to be on fleek. You want to eat them boys. So catch me playing some Street Fighter. Shin Megami Tensei. I'm gonna get back on that one, guys.
Are you done grinding?
No, but I'm gonna. There's some new areas that I have to go explore. That I'm gonna go, and I just come back to those bosses. I think they're optional side bosses.
Okay.
So I think that's why they were so high. So I'm going to go back to Shin Megami Tensei. Tomorrow, I might come over to do the companion with you guys.
Come on over, dude.
We'll see what's up. Because my coworkers brought it up. They say they might do it. So we'll see. We'll juggle it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, catch me streaming. OS_Rick with the one. Twitter, but all I do is talk about when I'm about to go stream.
Nah.
That's about it. Twitter is the cesspool.
It's only a cesspool if you let it become a cesspool for yourself.
Speaking of which, you know the Jack Dorsey, the current CEO, he stepped down.
Yeah,
there's a new CEO.
He fucking kicked a bunch of people out.
No. He kicked a whole bunch of people. But he literally said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, we are not taking the First Amendment into account. We're gonna change things to what we see to be appropriate for Twitter. Like, oh, okay, what you think is appropriate. Right.
So it's not free speech.
He literally said First Amendment is out.
Going to Signal, baby.
Or go to Signal, or don't say Gabber.
Gabber.
That's a bunch of Nazis hanging out there.
Let's go hang out there, bro.
What's the other one? Patreon? No. I forgot. I know Trump's gonna have his own one. You can send truths.
One News, One American News.
You can send truths. That's what they're called. They're not called tweets. They're called truths. But and they say you can do free speech and everything. But you can't criticize them.
Oh no.
Or talk bad about Trump.
Oh, okay, I'm fine. It's incredible.
Yeah, you're doing your Trump impressions that day.
I couldn't remember what his
I want you to say how tremendous Sekiro was.
Bloodborne. It was tremendous. Okay, it had the best time. I couldn't. I'm
really good at Bloodborne.
I got my viscerals down, and I was so good.
Yes, you gotta get a subject, make it about yourself, and then project it back out. That's how he does it. He gets something, makes it how much better he made it.
He made it because he put his hands on it. Yeah,
and then he sends it back out. Yeah. Watch Shane Gillis. Shane Gillis, he's on spot on when it comes to fucking Trump.
That shit.
But anyways, guys, check me out OS_Rick with the one, all that good stuff. I love streaming. I love playing video games, and just drop by, hang out.
Check them out.
You guys want to sub for the awesome emotes? Drop on by.
He just added some emotes, guys.
I did.
As always, guys, you can catch me on all things social media at OS_Onslaught. Check me and OS Chameleon out tomorrow watching the UFC.
Who do you got?
We're actually doing a reaction video, but we're calling it a fight companion. Which you should call it as a game of the year companion. I still haven't even looked at the card.
Dustin Poirier's gonna fight.
I got money on Poirier all day, every day. I don't care who he's fighting. Oh, he's fighting Oliveira, isn't he?
I think Oliveira's fighting too.
Yeah.
Amanda Nunes
all day.
She's a beast, dude.
Sugar Shane Mosley all day.
Sugar Shane, dude.
I like
Sugar Shane O'Malley.
O'Malley, thank you.
Yeah.
I was thinking of
the boxer.
What's his name? Cody Garbrandt's fighting as well, right?
Cody Garbrandt, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a good card. It's a good. December's a good card. It's always December and like
July
and July, like summertime. They always have those are like the big ones, the great ones. Yeah,
for sure. So you catch us hanging out tomorrow watching that. We're probably getting a little sauced up watching that.
Yeah, you should be having side bets too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do some side bets. And then catch me on the streams on Twitch and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, all those good things.
All the good stuff.
As always, guys, if you want to hit up the podcast, all things social media at OptionSelectPod or our Gmail account, which is OptionSelectPodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review. That's the one thing we ask from you guys. We don't ever put out any ads. We don't do any of the crazy stuff, but we just ask that you Spread the word of the show. That way other people can find it just the way you found it. We love and appreciate every single one of you guys. We hope that you're staying safe and away from Omicron.
Which hasn't killed anybody yet.
Yet.
It hasn't killed anybody yet, but they want to make sure you're vaccinated and make sure you get
3 times.
They're working on the fourth one.
No, 3 times. It was 70% efficacy last I heard on Friday or Thursday.
I think in Israel they want you to get the 4th booster now.
Oh my God, I'm done.
If you don't get it, you're not fully vaccinated.
I'm done getting gene therapy. I got my vaccination card.
That's it. You got my first 2. I got
my card. I'm out.
That's it. I got my first 2. That's it.
I want COVID patients to like spit in my mouth so I can gain natural immunity now.
For sure.
Like I'm good. Wow. But yeah, we hope that you guys are staying safe and living life to the fullest. Make sure you're happy and
play fun games.
Play fun games. Make sure they're open world and they have crafting.
Play fighting games. Play fighting games and play Souls games, guys. Play games that make you challenge.
Yeah, all those things.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah. Don't just play the story.
Don't.
I think I'm
gonna do that Giancarlo Esposito meme. Like, you play open world games, I play fighting games. We are not the same.
We are not the same. All right, guys. We love you. We hope you take care. See you later.
Bye, guys. See ya.